Good morning. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Hey, what's up, everybody? Truman Show's a good movie. It really holds up. Everybody's here. Every single person is here. I see you all. What's up, my good friends? Are you ready? Did you get a full night of sleep? I didn't. Slept terribly. I've been sleeping terribly. I don't know what's going on, but it's all right. It's all right. Hey, Clap, what's up? Thank you for the super. You're very kind. At work, but we'll be listening in during a meeting. During a meeting. That's awesome. Here's hoping for a good show. That's amazing. You got to pay attention to your job. It's important. I can't imagine. I can't imagine listening and then like some bombshell announcement and you're like listening to the music and you're like trying to, is there like a theme that you know? Something huge happens and you're just like shaking in your seat. Someone's like asking you a question. That's awesome. Oh boy. Is the music loud? Really? People are always telling me to turn it up. I will gladly. There's another person listening in a meeting. The Wolverine? The Wolverine? The blocks are not nearly as enticing as the foam. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. These blocks, they wish they were the foam. The rainbow foam that powers Jeff Keighley. This is a pale imitation that doesn't even understand. Okay, well, the little jelly things, I don't know. Maybe those are good. Maybe you could eat those. Maybe Jeff Keighley peers into the power of the foam in his cauldron, but then, like, at Nintendo, they take the power and break it up into fun little gummies and give it to their employees. YB. I predict 2 certified Arlo screams this direct. Excited. That would be nice. That would be nice. I'm ready to scream. I got my screaming throat already. Sir Brooks, what's up? Good morning, my hairy blue friend. Well, thank you. A good morning to you, too. My friend of a hair that I'm not going to assume, but, you know, whatever you got going on. I love it. Stay you. Good morning. Yamrab, my good friend, what's up? Praying this direct doesn't suck. Need a good one. I don't think you're alone there. I, for one, am I the only one? Am I one of the only 2? Are we the only 2 who hope this direct is cool? What's up, Godzilla? The awesome Godzilla, always here. Always here to grace us with your presence. I love you. Good morning. Happy direct day. No matter what the sentiment around Nintendo is at any given time, there really is no hype like direct hype. That's true. It's completely true. This is when we all come together and watch and hope and dream and hype. Game Biter. On vacation from work this week. Today's direct is just a bonus. Wow. On vacation and you get a direct. Nice. Not me. I'm working. A direct is work for me. This isn't fun. I'm doing a 9 to 5 here. Just kidding. This is fun. I gotta read all these comments, but I gotta drink my coffee before it starts. I gotta slurp up my coffee right up at the microphone. Georges YouTube. I bet my entire life savings on Mother 4. Okay, you may want to step that one back a little bit. Just a little. Maybe like half of your life savings. Just to be safe, you know? Just so you got a little something to fall back on. Edward, Deltarune Chapter 5 is announced today. I will literally drink water. Whoa. Once again, step that back a little bit. How about you just, like, suck on an ice cube? Yeah, I mean, a lot could happen. You know, we're still early in the generation. There's a lot that could still happen. Yeah, I see someone mentioning Xenoblade. I think we're basically due for one. That was one of my big predictions in the predictions video, just because it felt like a safe prediction. We're basically due pretty much any time now for at least a tease, you know. It could be a tease for next year. I don't think it would come this year. But, like, you're allowed to tease a game within a year, so. I should have predicted. Nah, I shouldn't have predicted. I don't know. Pikmin 4 Switch 2 Edition just seems so inevitable. I don't know. It's just as good a time as any. Hyrule Happy Hour. Ocarina of Time is the only justifiable reason for me to buy a Switch 2. Well, then I hope you get it. And I hope it's cool. Jana Real. Would you rather have Pikmin 4 Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Louis Cave Creator Extravaganza or Metroid 6? I was about to say that's obvious. Because, you know, I'm getting the exact Pikmin game in my dreams. But that would still just be Pikmin 4. Again, it would still just be a Switch 2 edition versus a full-blown new Metroid. Oh, that's the meanest thing anyone's ever proposed to me. I'd probably say Metroid 6 just because that would, like, make more people happy and it would be more important for its respective series. But that's rough. Yeah, I'll go Metroid 6. But that's a close one. Darth Nacho. What about Skies of Arcadia? But no, it will never happen. I hope it happens for you today, my friend. I know it will happen today. For you. Sir Brooks, are we crazy to think Smash content is here? It could be. It absolutely could be. That's the thing. Smash came in the second year of Switch's life. We don't know what they're doing with it. No, completely. It's completely possible. That's the kind of thing where if we don't get it this year, that's probably going to be like my big prediction for next year. So I hope it doesn't, so I can predict that. River Pigeon, thank you for the super. You're lovely. What time is it? Are we starting here soon? Got 13 minutes. I have not had one sip of coffee. You got me talking and talking. Chances of the next big 3D Mario coming out? Yeah, I don't know. Strong rumors point to next year. DK made me wonder if that was possible, but like at the same time, I don't know. Even if the main Mario team is working on it, they have to have had a way, have to have had a plan. They're not going to be like, all right, we're going to do DK instead of Mario. It's all right, we'll do a Mario in 15 years. Like they gotta have something going on. They gotta be working on both at once or something. I don't know. Constructive criticism. Hello. Good morning. Good night. Whatever place in the world you are. That's the crazy thing about the world. Did you know it could be any time right now? True story. True story. It could be anytime, anywhere. Anywhere. Game Biter, don't see Smash yet unless Sakurai's not involved. It is true that he just came off of Kirby. But at the same time, are they going to let him finish with Kirby and then start Smash? And then we get Smash like year 6 of Switch 2? Like, I don't know. They need that kind of early, you know? Like those big tentpole titles, you kind of need them early so they have time to have legs. You don't want to release Smash at the end of the generation. Well, at the same time, you just release Switch 3 edition, but whatever. Great Fox, Star Fox with 4-player campaign co-op. I doubt that, but that would be very cool. Very, very cool. I'd like more prologue content. I thought it would be cool if they announced like, oh,
explore, create, and share your
we get commercials now.
In the Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo
They're giving us
Switch
commercials now. That's a new thing.
Use mouse controls to design and decorate intuitive.
That's fun. We get commercials in the commercial. It's like at the beginning of a movie. This is fun. That's cute. I like that. I think that's Sharp Edge. Yeah, man, the color it gives me is weird. The color on the color. I could barely even see your name. Ocarina of Time remake is hype, but there is no timeline where more than 70% of the 10 million plus Zelda fans are happy about it. Prepare for 3 million complainers. I mean, you're right. I mean, that's just Nintendo overall. Like, yeah, there is. I've learned that there is nothing perfect. Even the best looking game. Even the most just like, I just can't even believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe Nintendo would ever do this. It's like they made it for me. And there will be that guy who's just like, looks like trash. It's trash. Especially Zelda. No series is more divisive than Zelda. Every Zelda fan has a different idea of what Zelda games are good and what kind of Zelda games they want. Like, in particular, Zelda. Graham. Next 2D Zelda should be Paper Zelda, Thousand Year Door style. I'd go with Paper Zelda. I'm still waiting for Paper Zelda. I think that'd be great. Convulsions. Nice name. I would lose my mind if they announced Metroid 6. My favorite Nintendo series by far. But realistically, I think we may have many years to go. I think if they're doing Super Metroid, then yeah, it's going to be some more years. Probably not too many. I mean, like, when was Metroid Dread? Was that 22 or 23? 3-4 years. So if we get Super, then yeah. But if not Super, I think Metroid 6 is happening. I think it's coming, like, soon. Like, we could get Metroid 6 this I think they're working on one of the two. Obviously, I don't know. But my gut tells me one of those two things. Oh, I got a lot to catch up on. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. I hope I can get through these. Smash Ultimate 2, Switch 2 edition. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of counting on it. That's kind of, I could see that. If it's true again that Sakurai's not ready to do Smash for a while, then yeah, give us a Switch 2 edition. Makes total sense. Trying to keep expectations as low as possible. But with this comment section, it's hard. I mean, it's just hard in general. No one can blame you. It's just tough. How can you possibly, like, Nintendo needs to deliver. We need some big Switch 2 games. Like, come on, like the standard set by the original Switch. Kirby was Sakurai's price for developing the next Smash. Feel that in my gut. Could be. It really does kind of feel that way, doesn't it? Okay, I gotta take at least one single sip of this coffee. The coffee has been sipped. Now I need many more sips before it is gone. Joey, I want these three things. New Mario 3D game, agree. Ocarina of Time remake officially announced, I'd take it. And more info on Star Fox, sure. I'd like for there to be more info on Star Fox. I'm a little afraid there might not be. Also, new GameCube and N64 games for the NSO. That would also be lovely. Those are all things that I think would be lovely. Hard agree with Joey. Jack Cusick, what's up? Kind of disappointed the big reveals have been leaked. Have they? No spoilers. Unless you're just talking about, like, you know, Ocarina of Time. Like, the leaks from recently. Yeah, that's going to be a bummer. It really is. It is going to be a problem. If it's just like, oh, okay, we can't have any surprises anymore. Star Fox, Ocarina of Time. Kirby's Pinball Land plus Kirby Block Ball HD. Yes. Definitely. That would be fun. Just put it on the eShop, you know? I'm so ready for Luigi's Mansion 4. That is another one that we are, like, it's ripe. We're any second now, you know? Like, any second. Luigi's Mansion 4. Absolutely. It could be, in fact, if it's a, you know, big, pretty game, could be revealed now for, like, release. No, next, if they wanted to do it near Halloween. They don't always want to, but, Now for Halloween. I don't know. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, every time I scroll to the bottom, it refreshes, and then I have to scroll back up again. So I apologize if I miss anybody. I'm trying my hardest. The Crawl. Morning, buddy. Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing? Everybody go check out The Crawl. You like dungeon crawlers. It's required viewing. Duskbloods? Yeah, they finally gave us a release date for Elden Ring. I don't know if they want to, like, get that out of the way before they give us more Duskbloods, but, like, come on. It's been over a year, so, yeah, would be nice to have, you know, literally something. Literally anything. Love that. New Punch-Out, I beg of you. That'd be nice. I know people who would be happy about that. High Voltage. It's not much, but thoughts on P6 being announced? Was it? I'm behind. I'm behind on stuff. Apologies. But my initial thoughts are, yay. That is a good thing. Give me one moment. I have a message from our beloved Kane. I just want to make sure it's not something important. I'm going to step away for just a mo. Yes, it was important. That was him telling me that he had a nap. So, that's good. It's really good. Tombot, welcome. Welcome to Arlo's Best Friend Club. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Tombot 5000. Welcome. We like to have a good time here. Take your shoes off and stay a while. I just want to play video game. Hard agree. Video game good. I think video game pretty good. DS Wii added to NSO. I do not see that, unfortunately. But you know what? Today, all of our dreams come true. So you know what? Yes, you're getting that. We're getting Wii and DS. We're getting everything. Everybody just, what do you want? Just say it now. You're going to get it. All our dreams are coming true today. Okay, what time is it? All right, we officially have to stop giving me supers. It's 3 minutes. So I'm going to go through these last ones. Nick, what's up? DK64, my favorite game of all time, is finally on Switch, and it is so awesome that Nintendo took the time to perfectly emulate the DK64 lag so it runs correctly. Yeah, I've heard some things. I need to look into that. I'm happy you got the game. That's lovely. Thank you for coming. You're very generous. How likely do you think we're gonna Zelda movie teaser? Ooh, I don't know. They may want to give that its own dedicated direct. They've wanted to make the movie stuff kind of separate, but that would be really fun, wouldn't it? That'd be super cool. Maybe just some little thing. Reveal Ganondorf or something. That'd be good. Really hoping for Ace Attorney 7. Won't happen. Yes, it will. All dreams are coming true today, my friend. Happy to tell you, they're all coming true. Sleeping Troubles, a Zelda game prequel where you play as Furore and a Kid Icarus open world live service Prime or Lost Direct. You're getting them. Congratulations. We do need more like Zelda spin-offs, like in all seriousness. Pardon me. We do need more Zelda spin-offs. Just different stories in the world, different characters. Like, we super need that. I could go on. Goo-based controller that make your hand sticky. All right. Pre-orders go live today. Elijah, thank you. What are the chances of a deluxe Galaxy movie score? With just like a fancy release of the Galaxy movie score? I don't know. I really don't know what like Nintendo does with that or what they've been doing with their soundtracks. All right, a few more. No more. Do not super anymore because I can't even. It literally won't even let me scroll up like beyond. Hold on, I gotta go to fan funding. Metroid 6, please love you, Arlo. I agree. We're getting it. We're getting Metroid 6 and Super. Mario Baseball. Calling it now. Mark my words. Your dreams will come true. You think we'll learn more about Fortune's Weave? Definitely. Most definitely. All right. I love you all. This is going to be fun. I'm going to be slurping coffee for a little bit, but... Here we go. I can't read supers during the thing. I love you. Oh, boy. What is it? I unmuted it. Good. Spadoodin-dado. Spadoodin-da-deep-dado. It's good coffee. Beep bop doodle ding dong beep bow. Cold open, cold open. What is it? Cold open Luigi's Mansion 4. I want it freezing. Darn.
Hello, everyone.
Well, I like him anyway.
I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi.
You are.
I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo
You're like
Direct.
my favorite. I love you.
First, here's a game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
All right.
Please, take a look at this.
It's Kirby. Planet Robobot. It was real. Oh, good.
Hello. Beep. My name is Lowell Miss Reeds, and I'm known
Lil
for
Miss
my reading
Reeds.
aloud skills and more. Beep. I'm here today to help show you the Rhythm Heaven Groove game.
Good. Gimme. Been so long.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Is this the reveal where they're putting in an
Playing this game is
electroplankton
pretty
mode?
simple.
I want that.
Just get into the groove and press the correct button. That's all there is to it. But
Can this be a
not
dual
always
release?
the same rhythm. Listen carefully to the beat. Find your flow, and you'll be able to feel
Anyone
the
else
rhythm.
eating a burger? RN?
2, 3, 4, now.
I'm double fisting burgers right
2,
now.
3, now. 2, now. 2, 3, now. Over 80 all-new rhythm games are included. And as you play through the game, you can unlock different modes. For example,
The kingdom's everlasting peace rests on your shoulders.
Is there a campaign? What is this?
Finally, you're awake.
go forth, magician.
I can't lose.
Use
Whoa!
the magical power of rhythm to beat monsters.
Okay.
Cast a fire spell with BA.
This just became
BA.
3
And a
times
healing
more
spell
hype.
with B down A. B down A. Like that.
Whoa!
You really want to fight, huh?
What spells will strike a chord against the foes you face?
Oh,
Move
that's
on
cool.
And tip the scales to victory.
It's time for
That's
the
neat.
Who's Got Rhythm?
It's probably not like
Let's
big
show.
or anything, but
Plus,
that's
there
cool.
are even more rhythm games in the lineup. Enjoy all of this while playing solo.
Dude, cool.
And
Dan, Emily, Leo, Sarah. We're under attack. Beep.
up to 4 players can enjoy dedicated rhythm games. Note the timing and block the arrows.
Grab the snack at exactly 3
Okay,
o'clock.
this is a good amount of content. This
Or
is more
aim
than
for
just
3
another
o'clock on
Rhythm
the
Heaven.
Emily got the snack.
That's awesome. The look on their
There are over
faces.
30 cooperative and competitive games to play. Get into the groove solo or with friends when Rhythm Heaven Groove hits
Cool.
the Nintendo Switch system July 2nd.
Ooh, that's soon.
Pre-orders are available now
Oh,
on
that's
Nintendo
soon.
eShop.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove for Nintendo Switch. You'll also be able to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Please wait just a little longer for its release.
Just a teeny bit longer.
From here, we'll introduce games coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
That was it.
including
That was
some
the one.
games that will also be available on
Buckle up.
Nintendo Switch. Let's begin with some headlines.
Master the way of the sword.
Let's see your best today.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword.
Oh,
a
cool,
new
this is coming to
entry in
Switch
the
2.
Sword Play Action series is slashing onto Nintendo Switch
Did we know
2.
that?
Edo-era Kyoto has been overrun by monsters
Capcom
known
is
as
so
Genma.
cool.
Now, Miyamoto Musashi must prove himself beyond measure.
They just announced Monster Hunter, but it
Deflect,
sounds like they just started, so I don't know if we'll get a trailer.
and the powerful counterattack Isen. Master these techniques to strike down the enemies in your path. Oni armaments are also at your disposal to turn the tides of battle. You can even use Joy-Con 2
Performance
motion
looks stable
controls
enough.
to intuitively slay Genma. As fates intertwine, will you cut down those that stand in your way? Onimusha, Way of the Sword, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, September 25th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
20. Is that the day after the other versions?
Your unwritten epic
The other ones were
begins.
24.
Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Arisen
Oh,
is
cool.
heading to Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, yes.
You are the Arisen.
Yes.
You are burdened with the fate of slaying the dragon who has taken your heart.
Fantastic.
In this expanded version of Dragon's Dogma 2, explore the new land of Norgan.
That's a
Seek
win
out
right there.
spoils, then appraise them to reveal new weapons, armor, or skills. With these arms at the ready, take down powerful monsters.
It
in
is
the
not
single-player
trash. These
action
games are very
RPG
highly
adventure.
regarded.
From a fighter specializing in close-range combat to a mage skilled in spell casting. Choose the vocation that fits your playstyle. Plus, you can lead up to 3 pawns, custom companions who act on their own. When taking on massive monsters, you can climb.
Yeah, I
them to
played some of the
strike their
first
weak
one, and I
points.
didn't get to
Fighting
finish, but I really
alongside
liked
your
it. So
pawns
this one
is
looks
key
very
to
good.
Victory. In a world between dark and light, embark on an adventure and tell a tale all your own. What fate awaits the Arisen and their pawns? Dragon's
Performance
Dogma
looks
2,
a little
Dark
bit iffy.
Arisen launches on Nintendo Switch 2, October 9th.
All right, I know slop is the funny
Otherworldly
word right now,
endeavors
but like,
await in
can we
these
cool it
games.
just a little? I don't want to like always
Earth
just
has
see
been
the word
driven to
slop
the
every
brink of
time I look at chat.
annihilation by mysterious
We
life
just
forms
rein it in a
called
little bit.
Inultiva. Now, join Eve on her mission to save humanity and reclaim the planet.
Even if it's a joke, it doesn't feel like a
Engage in
joke
high-speed
because
combat
enough
that
people say it
focuses on
not
timing.
as a joke.
Then find your opening and strike. Defeat enemies to acquire new
This is a game
skills.
people like,
Then
right? Is
strategically
this also a
deploy
new
them
thing
to fit the situation?
for Switch too?
Can you
Quality
save
slop.
humanity and reclaim Earth for humankind? Stellar Blade launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year. Blast off in the 2-player co-op adventure.
When does this finally come out?
Orbitals. Protect your home in an expedition across the galaxy. There are many interstellar areas to explore. Melt ice to make a path. Activate devices in
Game
time
looks
with
so
the
good.
beat. Escape from incoming enemies and more. Brave the dangers ahead in your voyage through the stars. 2 players can also work together locally or online using GameShare. Work together and overcome the crisis of the cosmos. Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch
September.
2 system September 3rd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Journey through the Glade of Dreams in this bold reimagining of Rayman Legends.
Cool, makes sense. That's coming
When
to
a
Switch too.
shadowy
That's nice.
villain starts spreading corruption, it's up to Rayman and his friends to leap, glide, and punch their way through charming and colorful worlds. Ride dragons across realms.
Coming exclusively
Dive
and
into 4
only
new musical
eternally
stages
to Wii
and
U.
enjoy more added content. Up to 4 players can go out on a limb in local co-op. You can also play a revamped version of Kung Foot using GameShare
It still looks pretty
locally
good.
or online.
It looks, you know, of course,
Rayman
not quite as
Legends
good on Switch
Retold
2, but like still
launches on
looks pretty
Nintendo
darn good.
Switch 2, October 1st. It's a great day for a big walk. Get lost with friends in this online co-op walking and talking adventure. Set off through a peaceful world brimming with challenges,
Big ol' walk.
puzzles, and lots of things to discover. Enjoy the sights and sounds as you work together to find your way around. Use all sorts of tools to stay in touch.
It's yet another one of those
And
games that
figure
I'm
out
sure
new
if I
methods
played
of
with friends, it would
communicating if
be
you're in
some
a
of the best
pickle.
experiences of my life. And yet I never, ever play with
They
friends.
might even be a little unconventional. And if you're not quite up to adventuring, you can always just relax with your pals. Enjoy the sunset, dance the night away, or steal something from a friend and
This is
kick
very
it
cute.
into the ocean. You know, the usual stuff. You can also use mouse controls or hang out with friends using cross-platform play. After all, spending quality time together is the best part of a big walk. Strolling
big ol'
onto
fat,
Nintendo Switch
crazy
2,
huge
August
walk.
4th.
Did it say crossplay?
Season the seas.
Because if so, big if true.
Build your very own floating restaurant with the Straw Hat Crew.
People love these food games
Cook
now.
up recipes with Sanji. Craft the menu.
So many
Decorate
food
it to your
games.
liking. Then serve your customers as you run
Yeah, I'm
the
not gonna
restaurant.
lie, something stronger
By searching
at
for
the start
and collecting
would have been
ingredients,
nice.
You'll
It would
expand your
have
menu offerings.
instilled a little more
Fruit abilities
confidence.
to prepare piping hot steaks. Or whip up tongue-tingling
Certainly not bad
tauntaun
so
noodles.
far, but like, you know, you
can
want to...
make all sorts of delicious dishes. Spend in-game money to change up the restaurant's interior and expand it to attract even more customers. Over 400 characters from the One Piece series will appear. Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Get ready for a feast of epic proportions in One Piece Grand Gourmet, sailing onto the Nintendo
Looks
Switch
cute.
2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 23rd.
Oh, cool. The inevitable DLC. Ooh, a new ability. Underwater. Makes sense.
Keep adventuring in Pokemon Pokopia, even beneath the sea. Explore the world on the ocean floor with
Cool.
a free update.
Whoa, it's free!
By using the new move Dive, you can enjoy life with Pokemon living under the sea. Plant grass. Build structures.
You just stuff
and
under the water.
expand your towns underwater.
It's
This
free?
free update is scheduled to release in
I don't
August
get it.
2026.
I don't understand. What's happening? Why is it free?
And there's more. The Pokemon Pokopia expansion
That's why.
pass DLC is on the way.
Oh, no, no,
Discover
don't worry,
a
don't
brand
worry.
New town.
There's a thing you
Bubbly
can
Basin.
buy.
There you'll find new furniture, new outfits, and new friends. The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC will be available later today,
Today?
on Nintendo eShop.
Okay, cool.
Part 1 of the paid DLC,
How much is it,
Bubbly
though?
Basin, launches this August. Part 2 and Part
Oh,
3
it's a
will
whole
launch
thing.
at a later date. Look out for more details in the future.
So what, $40? It's gonna be... I'm gonna say $40. It's cool they at least let you do the underwater stuff for free, even if you don't get the new town. Ooh. It's more Pocket Monsters. Oh, no, that was just...
We hope you're looking forward to more content for Pokemon Pokopia via a free update and paid DLC.
Suppose I probably am.
Next, please take a look at this.
Oh, I will. I will take a look at this. Metroid. It's not Metroid.
This is the Dagdan Empire, a prosperous
Dagdan.
land ruled by the gods. The capital, Daxian, plays host to the heroic games. The winner of which
Fira
is
Emblem.
granted one wish. Powerful fighters from across the land have gathered to participate. The story revolves around 4 heroes. Kai, a young boy determined to win the games
Chunky
to
hair.
save his imprisoned
Chunky
father.
hair with stick.
Dietrich, a swordsman,
Luffy
ever
hair
on the hunt for
with
a stronger
sword.
foe. Theodora, a queen seeking to fulfill the
Spiky
long-held
head.
dream of her homeland.
With scales.
Lita, a musician with her sights set on
And
revenge.
guitar lass.
Guide whichever character you choose to victory as they weave their own unique tale.
Passed to me, Blade.
Between matches, you can strengthen your forces in different ways. Hone your techniques at the training grounds.
I'm figuring it out.
Recruit new allies.
I want to be
Travel
more excited
beyond
about this.
Daxian's
I really
walls to
did
gain
like
experience.
3 Houses. I don't know.
How you spend your free time is up to you.
Something about it is not grabbing me.
Combat takes the form of turn-based tactical battles. Consider your weapon's range and your unit's strengths on the
It's like just the
battlefield.
style, the visual style and everything. It matters to me, and I like the 3 Houses style.
Plus,
I
each of
didn't
the
like
4
Engage,
main
and I don't like
characters
this.
Comes with their own special
It's a little too
techniques.
silly for me. I don't know.
By using these techniques to the fullest, you might turn the tide of
I
battle.
mean, it looks good.
Rejoice with me at the advent of the underworld.
You look upon the Promised One, who will route you here and guide the living to salvation. How did it feel to upheave the world?
It's that character.
Begone from us, the darkest dark.
September.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th.
And it's going to
Alongside
dethrone
the standard
GTA
edition,
6.
There will be a special edition, the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagden Collection, that launches the same day.
Yeah, that
Please
makes
look
sense.
forward to
That
it.
launch, yeah.
Let's continue with some more headlines.
I think that makes sense. I mean, like, it had to be coming soon.
Welcome to the next level of ninja battles.
Is this Ninjago? Is that still a thing?
The first part of Ninjala 2 is sneaking onto Nintendo
Ninjala?
Switch 2.
Never mind, Ninjala. What was I thinking?
After accidentally breaking
Was
a
I thinking that
forbidden seal,
Lego
you're
thing?
stranded on an
I
uncharted
can't afford
planet.
September, seriously.
Overcome the dangers
Yeah, another
lurking
game.
here to safely return to Earth in this open
Another
world action adventure.
September game.
Use Ninja Gum to freely traverse this vast world in search of clues to get back home.
In Chicago.
You can also blow a bubble to float in the air. Defeat enemies blocking your path with weapons crafted from Ninja Gum. You can even summon buddies with Gum Ninjutsu to unleash powerful attacks. Additionally, up to 4 ninja can team up in local or
Everybody
online
be patient.
multiplayer
All
to
it takes
chew
is
through
like
tough
1 or 2
battles.
big announcements to make a
The
presentation.
first
Just
part of
enjoy
Ninjala
it.
2, The Uncharted Planet,
Just
launches
chill.
exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system next spring.
It's all right. Just
The
give it
DK
time.
Challenge barrels in.
What's DK Challenge?
Coming to Nintendo Switch Online on Nintendo Switch 2.
NSO DK
the limited
game.
time DK Challenge event. Take on challenges across many Donkey Kong games available with Nintendo Classics. By completing them, you can earn and enjoy collectible digital challenge cards.
Weird.
And if you have Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can attempt even more challenges. Try out ones geared for beginners, or take on developer challenges for something with a
So
bit
it's just
more
got
punch.
like DK Bonanza like baked into it for challenge
Rediscover
stuff.
Donkey
That's
Kong
weird.
games, play challenges, and complete your card collection. DK Challenge can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch Online app on the home menu of your Nintendo Switch 2. You'll be able to barrel through these
Limited time
challenges starting later
What?
today.
No, no more of this. No.
Plus, in the
No!
Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island and Emerald Rush
Bad.
ADLC, a
Bad
limited
Nintendo
time
Direct.
collaboration with Super Mario Brothers is breaking through.
I thought we left
Enjoy
this
outfits for
behind.
DK and Pauline, inspired by Mario and Luigi. Plus, there are coins,
Boo, I say.
super mushrooms,
That's
question
cool.
blocks, and more. Experience Emerald Rush as you've never seen it before with a Super Mario Brothers twist. This limited time collaboration event will be held in 4 waves with the first wave beginning later today.
I mean, that's kind of cool, but it's also limited.
From the creators of Vampire Survivors,
Whack indeed. I agree. Hard agree.
領域展開
the latest game from the makers of Vampire Survivors, Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon, cast a spell onto Nintendo Switch 2.
Love that name.
Up to 8 players can compete online for the top spot in this Survivors Royale. At the start of a match, players don't battle directly. Instead, take down enemies on your own map to earn points. Each time you earn 100 points, you can add a rule to your run, including ones that hinder other players. The match culminates in a head-to-head final battle between the top 2 players. Who will be the final survivor? More than 20 characters from the Jujutsu Kaisen series appear. Characters can be unlocked just by playing. Battle online with players near and far, or go it alone against computer-controlled opponents. Exorcise
That's pretty
curses,
cool.
dominate rivals, and rise to the top. Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon launches on Nintendo Switch 2.
I giggle
this
every
year.
time I hear that name.
Are you up for the challenge in these games? Brutal, unforgiving battles storm onto Nintendo Switch 2. In a forsaken world,
Oh, cool.
a looming darkness devours all in its path. Now, only one kingdom endures. Defy the will of the gods to save what remains of humanity. Master brutal melee
Looks a
combat,
little, I mean,
devastating sorceries, and lethal ranged attacks.
the visuals are a
Test
little
your
rough.
mettle against towering abominations on your journey across the realms of
See,
the
that's
living
hard.
and the dead.
Handheld Souls-like is good,
Hero must rise,
but this
for
game
a
has good
god to
graphics.
fall.
so I don't know.
Lords of the Fallen 2.
I don't know if I want
launches
that on my
Nintendo
Switch.
2 this fall. Enter a darkly elegant world based on the story of Pinocchio in Lies of P.
Speaking of which,
In a city under siege,
Two
you
Souls-likes?
must fight rampaging mechanical puppets.
Dude, this
and
game is
seek
so
the
good. This is
cause
one of my
its
favorite
upheaval
games.
While confronting your own humanity. Take on enemies using customizable weapons and prosthetic arms.
Oh,
that
it's
allow
so
you
good.
to swap between different abilities. But
It's
know
everything
this,
as good as a
the
FromSoft
lies
game.
you tell will alter your fate.
so good.
Lies of P Complete Edition, which includes
Ooh,
Overture,
comes with the
a
DLC.
prequel expansion to the main game. Launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system August 6th.
Why the
Pre-orders
split
begin
release?
later today on Nintendo eShop.
No, dude, that's so good though. That game is so
The
good.
most recent entry in the legendary Devil May Cry series is slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2. Play as Nero, Dante, V, and Virgil.
These are good
each
ports.
armed with different battle styles. As you
We're
fight
still
off
waiting for the big
hordes of
stuff, but
demons
these are at
and
least
epic
very good
bosses.
ports.
Pull off stylish attacks, dodges, and combos with your vast arsenal of weapons and skills. Enjoy thrilling, high-octane combat at 60 frames per second.
We just
in
need
both
some
TV
big
mode
stuff. We need
and
some good
handheld
announcements.
mode. Plus, additional content such as battle tracks, character colors, and Devil Breaker weapons for Nero are included. Devil May Cry.
Yeah, not gonna
5,
lie. If you
Devil
don't open
Hunter
with something
Edition
strong and you don't
launches
have
on
something
Nintendo
strong in the
Switch
middle,
2,
does that mean we're just
June
gonna get like
23rd.
one good announcement?
Pre-orders
Because that would
begin
be
later today on Nintendo eShop.
that'd be a little hard.
Enter a mystical era deep in Japan's
We can't just have one single thing, you know. We need a couple
towards
things.
their own destinies.
So you're looking for some runaway ninja named Kisuke.
We still have some unfinished business in this world. I shall make him pay.
Let's show him we farmers have spirit.
You've sentenced me to die 7 days from now?
And if we get none, we don't have to worry about that yet. We're still watching.
An
We don't need to
action
judge it yet.
RPG for the ages.
I know, I should stop looking at chat. I like to look at chat. I want to see what people are saying.
Muramasa, Revenant Blades.
Nintendo Switch
Still got
2
good,
editions
what,
of
15
these
minutes?
3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are incoming.
Oh, cool. Wow, a whole
All
batch of
3
them.
games run at 60 frames per second, with 4K resolution in TV mode or Full HD in handheld mode.
That's what I like to see. Just throw them out there.
In-game cutscenes also have enhanced resolution and frame rate. Not only that,
Do you have them running well, though?
but you can travel on a high-speed vehicle in the first game. Control blades to fight mercenary squad battles in the second. And put your strength to the test against waves of enemies in the third.
Wow, new content, too. That's cool.
There's also a variety of other content added to each of the 3 games.
Wow.
More details will be revealed at a later date.
They go out of their way sometimes.
The digital version of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and the Upgrade Pack will be available later today. The physical version launches on July 30th.
Lords of the Fallen 2 and Lies of P, but no
Nintendo
Sekiro?
Switch 2 editions of
Seriously.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will be available on the dates shown on
That's a
screen.
whole lot of Xenoblade. That's a whole bunch.
3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are getting Nintendo Switch 2 editions. New features will be added to each title, so we hope you'll check them out.
That's pretty cool.
And a new story in the Xenoblade series is about to begin. Here are some early moments from the game.
Okay, just say it, I guess. Wow, this is like a real reveal.
水も火も風も世界を構成するそのすべては大地を流れるアニマが形を変えたものだった
Just a straight up reveal.
戦いを決するのはいつもアニマとその力を自在に振るう騎士だった
この剣の名に恥じぬよう精進します。ここがリューコス。
その石はアニマ小石。騎士の力を増幅させるだけでなく、そのものの行動や思いも刻みます。これからのあなたの学院生活のすべてがその石と
Oh,
共
you
に
brought
あ
in
る
the
と。
school thing. It's inevitable.
今日の訓練は実戦を想定してのものだ。
I don't want to judge it too soon, but that doesn't look as good as I expected.
騎士って人殺しの職業。
What's with the backgrounds?
奪われた側はどう思うんだろうな。
真実見つけてみない？
信仰を失った人の魂をドラゴンの炎で浄化することで。
Something about the texture work is
皆
not
貴
doing
族
it.
の限界を教えてあげる。
あいつ使えるぜ。小石なしで騎士の力。
生と死すべてはアニマと共にある。
Yeah, characters look fine.
あの場所に
さあ始まるわよ。兄上、行ってまいります。
ここは6つの太陽に
For me, Xenoblade is the big, the big world stuff. It's like cell shaded in the background.
破れた神の恨みが
I don't know.
まだ晴らされてはいないこと
I kind of, I don't know. Whatever. We'll talk later. Genesis. Release window. There you go. There's a 2027 game. I knew we'd get at least one.
Xenoblade Genesis marks a new beginning. What kind of story do you think?
We're
will be told?
deleting the canon.
Please look
and
forward
starting
to
over.
future updates. Next, please take a look at this.
Oh man.
Welcome to Woohoo Island.
Yep,
home
there it
to
is.
all
Switch
kinds of
Sports 2.
Coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Switch
Sports Resort.
The latest game in the series. Use the Joy-Con 2 controllers as rackets, bows.
Is
or
it just
even
called
handles.
Nintendo Switch Sports Resort? Oh, because it's coming
There
to
are
both.
12
That's why, isn't
sports
it?
to choose from, all with intuitive motion controls. Let's go over them.
All right.
Punch, guard, counter, and outmaneuver for the knockout
These games
in
sell.
boxing.
I can't complain. I don't
Make
care,
quick
but
shots
they
to
sell
keep your opponent on their
really,
toes.
really well.
In table tennis,
People love this stuff.
aim for the center of the
This
target.
is a big deal.
And let that arrow fly. In archery, enjoy rallies with different.
We
types
make
of
fun
shots
of this,
in
but it will
tennis.
sell 10 times better than Xenoblade will.
Bump, set, and spike in volleyball.
There is a
Roll
much
the
bigger
ball
fandom
straight
here.
Or give it a spin to strike big in bowling.
And if I am not part of
Dribble,
it. Yeah, they should have brought back
and
Mii's.
shoot to score in basketball.
I don't like this
Adjust
either.
your
I want
shot's
Mii's.
power
Bring them back.
And swing your club in golf. Battle with one thumb to hand your opponent a defeat in thumb wrestling.
Oh, dumb. I love it.
Ride through the course using mouse controls in skateboarding.
No, let me hook up my balance board.
Steer with handles and coast along the waves in power cruising. Tilt the controller and fly around freely in prop plane. Plus, you can warm up for these sports with jump rope. You can create and play as a sportsmate or me character.
Yay! Good. Can I make them all me's?
Enjoy playing all kinds of sports on Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Switch Sports Resort launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch
There's your
2
holiday
system,
game.
October 22nd. Pre-orders begin later
There's
today
your big holiday
on
game.
Nintendo eShop.
Nintendo Switch Sports Resort is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We showed all the sports included.
So
Since
just
we have
Switch
the
2.
opportunity, let's try one of the new sports, thumb wrestling.
That's okay. Let's move on to something else.
Before the match, let's go over the rules. Hold down your opponent's thumb for 3 seconds, and you'll win. If yours gets pinned, just shake the controller to break free. And if you keep your thumb held down, it'll get bigger and stronger.
Your thumb gets bigger and stronger. That's
You'll
funny.
need this to claim victory.
Here's to a great thumb wrestling match. The thumb moves.
This is scary.
Just like this.
I don't like this.
Here we go. Let's have a good match.
Who's he playing against?
Oh, got him right away.
Who's he
They
playing
broke
against?
free.
Shigeru Miyamoto, here to
try
announce
this.
Super Mario
Oh, we got
Titans.
Oh, go, go, go. Hold it. Oh, they broke free again.
This is
You
not
have to keep them
necessary.
pinned.
Please. We're
Nope,
chewing up
wait,
precious
wait,
seconds
wait.
here.
Whew. I was worried for a second there. Okay, thumb started to sparkle, and the nail got bigger. Hold on a second. That's not how it's
If this
supposed to
ends
go.
up being a bad direct, then this moment is going to go down in history.
My thumb returned to normal.
They're really, woof.
Ooh, it's sparkling again. Now let's try. Oh, I got deflected.
This is weird.
Ah, wait a minute. Ah,
This is really weird.
I lost.
I like that he lost.
Please wait a little longer for Nintendo Switch Sports Resort.
Okay.
Let's move on to more headlines.
I don't want headlines. I want, please take a look at thises.
Survive a land ruled by dragons.
Is it Dragon's Dogma?
The world of RuneScape comes to Nintendo Switch 2. An ancient power has awakened on the forgotten
That's okay.
continent
They
of
said this direct
Ashenfall.
was an hour and a half, right? It's 2 hours, like Summer Game
Explore
Fest.
a land infused with magic and uncover lost secrets on your journey to face the Dragon Queen. In this survival crafting adventure, delve into the mysteries of Ashenfall amongst the ruins of fallen civilizations. On your expedition, harness the land's transformative magic to gather resources, craft gear, and build shelter.
It's okay, everybody. It's all right.
Then, step into battle.
We've still got
Forge
time.
weapons, sharpen your skills, and face
We
the
still have
danger
time
that
for
awaits.
2 enormous announcements.
Survive the wilds
In a row.
unveil lost secrets, and challenge dragons in RuneScape Dragon Wilds.
In a row.
Launching on Nintendo Switch 2 September 15th.
Thumb wrestling, but no biking.
Get
Pardon.
on board for these games.
Something in my throat.
Customize your own avatar and play in the adorable world of Hello Kitty Partyland. Join the party with over 40 character-themed mini-games and several board games.
It's just going to be one big
There are over
announcement
140
into another. That's how it usually
Sanrio
works,
characters to
right?
meet. Plus, you can choose from 16 partner characters, collect stickers.
Look, here's the thing. Xenoblade
and
4 is
so
a big
much
deal
more.
to some people.
Hello Kitty Party Land.
So if I
launches
say that
exclusively
doesn't
on
count
Nintendo
as a
Switch
big
2
announcement,
and Nintendo Switch.
they're gonna be like, if it
October
was Pikmin, that
So
would have
let's get down
counted.
there and finish the job.
So like, you gotta give it to Xenoblade 4, or not 4, but like, right?
Blast off for adventure across the Lilat system.
That's a
with Fox
game.
McCloud and
That's
his
a big
crew.
announcement. One time I downplayed the Xenoblade Definitive Edition,
Star Fox
and that was
launches
just a
on Nintendo
remaster,
Switch 2,
and I got in
June
trouble for
25th.
downplaying that. That's a new game.
A free demo that includes a tutorial.
Partner
and
showcase
one of the game's
disguised as a
opening
direct.
stages
Ooh,
will be
demo.
available
Ooh,
later
that's fun.
today on Nintendo eShop.
That's good. That's a good. That's huge.
Resonates
I'm
within
screaming.
Crystals.
Star Fox demo. Yeah, this is gonna be headlines into one single reveal at the end. It could be good. Ooh. Okay, that looks really good. That is sick.
Get ready for the first Final Fantasy game in HD 2D, Final Fantasy Resonance.
Whoa.
This is Lapis.
Is it
a
new?
vast world that has prospered through the power of crystals. But after the invasion of the Veritas, this once thriving world lies on the
Is this
brink
a
of
brand
annihilation.
new Final Fantasy in HD 2D?
Now Rain, a knight of Grandshelt, must journey across the realm with his companions to stop the Veritas. In thrilling turn-based battles.
Okay, I'm not coping here. That's genuinely
iconic
amazing.
Final Fantasy heroes from other worlds to take
That's
down
amazing.
monsters. Can you uncover the truth behind
It looks
the
so
Veritas
good.
and the secrets the crystals hold?
So sorry.
Final Fantasy Resonance.
It's coming
launches
soon.
on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems, October 22nd.
Okay, that's really, really cool. It's not
Weird,
Nintendo.
Whimsical world
But it is cool.
Waiting. Piku Niku
Oh, it's Piku
returns
Niku.
in a new 3D puzzle exploration adventure. What do giant fruit,
A 3D
malevolent
Piku
robot
Niku, that's
frogs,
neat.
and an all-powerful potato have in common? Nothing, other than a shadowy conspiracy, of course. Meet a cavalcade
The first one
of
was really
curious
good.
characters, each with their own problems and puzzles to solve. But beneath this seemingly happy world lies a sinister plot to squeeze the locals for all they're worth. Time to join the resistance by using Piku's surprising abilities. Help solve the people's problems in surprising and downright oddball ways. Feeling baffled by these affable denizens? Embrace these strange encounters.
if you can pick up
and
the
bring
first one
about
for a
an
few bucks,
ultimate
I do recommend it. It's very fun.
And in this sequel, navigate and explore in full 3D as you discover the secrets of this vivid, colorful world. Get ready to wander, solve, and gossip in Piku Niku 2, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 next year.
Jeez.
Prepare for an all-new
Whoa!
monster-filled adventure.
Dragon Warrior Monsters! I played the first one on the Game Boy.
Two girls find themselves lost in the kingdom of Witherwood. There, they gain the power to turn monsters into friends.
Another solid reveal, if not necessarily
Spot a monster you
Nintendo.
fancy? Scout it.
Yeah, I remember
Win it
you would
over
just like
and it's
throw
a
meat
fight
at
by
them.
your side.
That's how you got him to join. You just throw meat at him.
And that's not all. Synthesize two monsters to create more powerful allies. Now, take on the most fearsome of foes. With
It doesn't
a
look
team
like
that's
the,
uniquely your own.
It doesn't look like the highest budget game.
Adventure is calling. And
Thank
it's
you. I didn't want to just
monstrously
explore
fun.
the desert.
Dragon Quest Monsters. The Withered World.
Yeah, looks a little, I mean,
About time you got here.
Slightly rough. I don't know. Oh! Oh! Finally! So I don't want the tickle in my throat. We're getting blooded. We're dusking blood.
Upon the ancient blood sovereign's honor. We are monsters, each vying for blood.
Ah, you're finally here. Worthy spirit.
Ooh. All right. Okay, that's not all you're going to give us, though, right? That was seconds long. Oh, man.
How was that?
Well, I don't know. It was fine.
Next, we have more news about an upcoming treasure hunting game.
That was like 3.5 moments long. What is
Hey everyone,
that?
here's some fresh news about Splatoon Raiders, a new single-player
All right, we're
focused
closing
adventure.
with Splatoon 4.
Check out this neat little place, the hideout ship out on the water. There's Deep Cut, a trio of swashbuckling musicians. And this scrappy individual?
Yeah, it's good that it exists.
Let's call this
That's
handy
true.
youth the
It's a
mechanic.
reminder that it exists.
The four of them are using the hideout ship as their hub, hunting for treasure across these landmasses, the Spiralite Islands. All right, time for a quick dive.
I am excited
Looks
for
like
this
the treasure
game.
they're after is at the base of those lights. But there's a bunch of aggressive creatures called salmonids in the way. And when you get too close, they'll attack immediately.
Yeah, I think it's gonna close out with
The
Splatoon
salmonids
4.
aren't
It's a
pushovers
natural.
either, so you shouldn't go it alone.
I don't know.
That's where this comes in, the Exploration Bot. A member of Deep Cut pilots it during your treasure hunts and attacks automatically. Launches you in the air for extra height. And even gets out of the bot to unleash special moves like this. You'll also get support in the form of gadgets. There's one that continuously fires ink after it's placed. Another that slices through enemies.
Splatoon 4 reveal.
Another that spins ink
And
around
then
you.
another thing, and
more.
then we'll all be
And the best part, you can use them together.
happy.
It'd be nice if that made things easier, though. So to recap, do not underestimate the salmonids. Yikes, this is tougher than it looks.
I'm gonna look at this trailer later and be a lot more excited about it. Right
But
now,
the
I'm kind
salmonids
of.
aren't the only powerful ones around here. Through battles, you, the mechanic,
I
will
am
also
very
get
excited. I
stronger
really
by
am.
leveling up.
I do want to play this a lot.
And you can customize
You-
all sorts
sorry,
of
is the
upgrades to fit your
clearing my throat,
playstyle.
getting to people. I moved off, like, away
Looks
from
like
the
time's
microphone
up.
that time. I don't know if I was
There
going
are
to pick it up
even
as much.
more details to cover in the upcoming Splatoon Raiders Direct,
That's
airing
cool.
on June 30th. And
That's pretty
in the
cool.
smart device app Nintendo Today, see the story events leading up to Splatoon Raiders with daily comics ahead of launch. Plus, in collaboration with this game, there's going to be a special Splatfest in Splatoon 3. The theme looks like it's about Splatoon Raiders. Details will be announced here. Look out for more info in the future.
Hey, it's Zelda time. Here we go.
Don't forget to check this out too. See ya!
Didn't hear that.
So what did you think?
That's cool.
Splatoon Raiders is just around the corner. We'll also be releasing new Joy-Con 2 controllers inspired by Deep Cut. We hope you're looking forward to it. Let's see
Next.
some more headlines.
More headlines. How long is this? Did they say how long this presentation was going to be? Oh, here you go. How about that one? How about that one? How about that one for you? That's a pretty good one. Everyone's pretty happy. Indie slop.
Awaken your power.
Wait, it's launched. Did it say June 24th?
Heed me, O kingless. Whosoever hath truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry
Like,
shall
launching
ascend
in like
to
a couple
throne and
weeks?
crown by right of kings.
This is the United Kingdom of
Ooh,
Euphronia,
metaphor.
inhabited by 8 tribes.
Oh, that's another
The
good
next
one.
king shall be decided by the will of the people. By decree of the king, as his face floats in the sky.
This game
the
looks
tournament
so
for the throne
good.
begins. As the realm grapples with its first ever election, those vying for the throne put their plans into action. As one of the throne's candidates, you'll travel across the kingdom, forging bonds with compelling characters along the way. Various enemies stand
Yeah,
in
now
your
that I've
path.
actually played a Persona game,
There are monsters
I can
roaming
appreciate
this world.
this. I can appreciate how
Those
good
other
this game looks.
candidates And strange beasts known as humans. Control your destiny and change the world in Metaphor ReFantasio.
No, that's cool.
Launching on
That's
the
a cool one.
Nintendo Switch 2 system, November 12th. Create, explore, survive.
We're getting Minecraft?
A dedicated
No
Nintendo
way.
Switch 2 version of Minecraft is on the way. Dig into your Minecraft adventure on Nintendo Switch 2 with support for vibrant visuals.
You know, my little nephew's been playing
And embark
Minecraft
on a
on
journey across
my
a
Nintendo
world
Switch
with
2.
enhanced
He'll
lighting
be
and
happy about
shadow
this.
effects. Plus, Nintendo Switch worlds can be carried over, so you can pick up right where you left off. What will you create next? Minecraft.
I mean,
launches
kids
on
don't really
Nintendo
see
Switch
like
2
graphics and
this
performance.
year.
Like they just don't care. So maybe not. I don't know. Sizzle reel. Oh no! Stop! Where's the mute button? Sizzle reel licensed music. Well, yeah, we got one more thing after this. Boy, it's got to be good. It's got to be good if we want the conversation to be good. Because, I mean, like, there's good stuff. I mean, yeah, like, Xenoblade, Deltarune, HD 2D, Final Fantasy. Like, that's good. But, like, it needs to be really good. But I am open to whatever happens. Whatever happens. I still love you all. There were a lot of good third-party ports. A lot of them. We just need the first-party stuff. We really need it. I mean, like, we really need it. Like, just say it. Mario and Zelda. Or Smash. New Animal Crossing would be good, but we just got the Switch 2 edition.
Approaches.
Whoa, Kingdom Hearts.
Filled with memorable adventures, 3 collections of Kingdom Hearts games are coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Traverse through
More
iconic
ports?
Disney
More
and
good
Pixar
ports?
worlds. Befriend all sorts of magical allies. And battle enemies.
They're
in
gonna announce
action
Kingdom Hearts 4
RPG
right
combat.
here.
Relive these stories or experience them for the first time alongside Sora and his friends as they fight the darkness.
Wow.
If you have the cloud versions on Nintendo Switch, you can transfer your existing save data to these Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Not a free upgrade, though.
These 3 collections launch on Nintendo Switch 2, October 8th.
Wow.
A bundle with all 3 compilations, Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3, also launches October 8th. Additionally, a free demo of Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
That's all. Yeah, it ends right there. That was the one more thing.
定義する光と闇を具現化したものは存在しなかった。でもそれを定義するものがこの世界に来たことで、この世界にも私たちの定義する闇がある。
Is this actually like a little look at Kingdom Hearts 4? Whoa. Can't say I expected that. Okay, that's actually pretty big. Wow. I mean, it's another third party, but like, wow. Redemption. Wow. Slightly unexpected. Slightly unexpected. Yeah, this really does feel like a partner direction, doesn't it?
How was that? Next is our last announcement.
How was that?
Please take a look.
Okay, we got one more. Oh, yeah.
Long ago, there was a land.
It's
called
real.
Hyrule, created by beings of supreme
It's real.
divinity.
It's real.
At the very edge of this kingdom.
Oh, it's
there was a
real.
small forest.
Oh, it's real. This is real. Oh! Okay, I'm gonna enjoy this.
An ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest. These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri.
Dude, check that frame rate.
Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods.
Voice acting.
However, there was one particular boy who did not have a fairy.
The style. Whoa. Whoa. HD. This year, you gotta show us more, though. You have to show us more!
Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time will be reborn on Nintendo Switch 2.
There's a direct, right?
More details will be announced
In a
the
direct.
future, so please look forward to them.
You can't. You got.
That's all for today.
You gotta show us!
Earlier this year, Devon-san was appointed as the new president of
What's
Nintendo
wrong with you?
We'd like to conclude this presentation with a few words from Devon-san.
You gotta show it's coming this
Thank you for
year!
watching.
Did you want us to like this direct? Give us some game.
Thank you, Koizumi-san. Hi, everyone. I'm Devon Fisher, and after 20 years at Nintendo, one of my favorite things about gaming is still that moment I get to try something new. I watch the trailers, I hear about a game, but the moment I pick up a controller, that's when it all comes together. And for me, that's what games have always been about.
I'm trying to
Those
give you
little
this
moments
moment.
that
You
surprise
deserve it.
me
I'm just
and
still.
allow me to immerse myself in different worlds. You can
Dude!
read about a game, you can watch a trailer, but nothing beats seeing it for yourself. And that's a big part of what Nintendo Treehouse Live is about. Getting a closer look, hearing from the teams, and spending more time with the games themselves.
Maybe it'll be at the Treehouse.
So let's get to it. We've got a new Nintendo Treehouse Live ready to go, with a few games I hope you find interesting. And if you enjoyed Splatoon Raiders in today's Nintendo Direct, this July at San Diego Comic-Con, we'll have the game playable on the show.
If they full reveal coming in the Treehouse.
I think the best way to understand a game is to pick up the controller and play. Thanks
It's
for
gonna
watching.
save the Treehouse.
I'm really
Is gonna
looking
save
forward
the
to sharing
Direct.
more of what I love about games and bringing those experiences to all of you. And now it's time for Treehouse Live.
Opening with
Over to you,
Zelda.
team.
Opening with Zelda. Opening with Zelda. It's the only way you can save it. We're going full deep dive on Xenoblade, Kingdom Hearts, Ocarina of Time, everything right now.
Hi everyone.
That's
Welcome
what we're
to Nintendo
getting.
Treehouse Live.
And it's
My
gonna
name is Teresa,
save
and
it.
I'm joined here by Gab, Dan, and Rob.
It's gonna
We're
don't
here
stop.
to talk about Star Fox, coming out June 25th. It is a cinematic
Ugh.
shooter. We're gonna focus on the single player game, and then we'll go into the multiplayer in a later segment. But Dan, why don't you take this away?
Yeah, we're going to start out here.
Stream is dodgy. I don't know
cinema
why. I'm
scene
sorry.
right on the Star Fox Bridge, Bridge of the Great Fox, which is the base for the Star Fox team. The team is coming out of their VR training session, which is part of the tutorial. And here's we get a little introduction to some of the characters. Falco is their ace pilots. He's the engineer science expert. Pepe's their veteran.
I don't know how to fix the stream. I don't
uncle
want
who
to
gives them
end the
advice,
stream.
And then
It should
Fox
just
is the
fix
leader of the
itself.
team. And what has happened during their training session is they're getting a call from General Pepper, who's the head of the Corneria Defense Force, and he wants to hire this mercenary team to help them in a
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how
desperate
to. I
situation.
couldn't.
We'll see.
I don't know why it's
as they
lagging.
Answer this call. I think we're going to go straight into the campaign here, and
I'm just gonna mute this. It'll fix itself soon enough. I don't need a chat summary. Those in the chat are saying the live stream is experiencing severe technical lag. Yeah, I got some supers to read through. Scraping the bottom of the barrel. That was a DK joke. That's funny. That thumb thing will become Wii Music E3 moment too if this goes bad. Oh boy. Partner showcase disguised as a direct. It was a great partner showcase. Toby can't keep getting away with this. I think that was before. Clowned by Nintendo once again. Sorry, guys. Kyle, thank you for the super. DMC5 port, right, guys? Nintendo has forgotten about Mario. Don't worry, everyone. There's 2 minutes left, but we can get Mario Titans reveal now, then Ocarina of Time 3D immediately after. Hopefully, the final reveal is paid DLC for Thumblore. This direct could have been an email. Direct has been saved. Xenoblade fans eating good this year. Both of them. Yeah, this was a nothing burger with extra air. Don't be that guy, but that was one of the directs of all time. Switch Sports is the new Wii Music moment. More time spent on Thumb War micro game in Switch Sports Resort than Ocarina of Time remake, by the way. Although I'm generally not a negative person, but to say I was underwhelmed is an overstatement. The level of whelming here has dipped into negative. This direct lost me. Even the Ocarina of Time reveal let me down. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not alone. I don't... Whatever. We'll talk in a bit. I'll keep reading through supers. Switch Sports is my objective proof that Nintendo YouTubers are 100% wrong on how Nintendo should make money and just should stop trying. Yeah. It's true. The Discord does not always match the sales. Why is it still laggy? I don't want to end it. Because then it's like a whole separate stream, you know? Sorry, Arlo, but out of the 4 presentations, this was by far the worst. Nintendo needed to come out swinging, and we got a combined maybe 3 announcements. Why did you tell the public to our gut feeling. Oh no, I ruined the gut feeling. I know. Even for myself, that's the thing. Whenever I believe the gut feeling for myself, I'm taking a risk, even if I don't tell anyone. The gut feeling has been like, it's destroyed. I can no longer trust the wind. It has not failed me for the last, 10 years, but it failed me today. Telling people takes the magic away. Maybe that's my mistake, is I told everyone. It doesn't, if you say it out loud, it ruins the magic. That's the problem. It's the contract you signed with. Welcome to Corneria. I hope you like swords. Considering Deltarune is on Switch 1, my wallet is still safe. Audio is completely terrible for me. Yeah, that stream is still lagging like crazy. I don't get it. I don't know why. It just needs to, like, refresh. That's why everyone's leaving. Should probably just... Is there a way to refresh your stream without, like, ending the stream and starting a new stream? Does anybody know that? I don't want to end it. It's like an OCD thing or something, that I'm going to have like 2 separate videos. There should be. Especially because I don't know how much longer I'm going to go. I got to like go and make content and, eat breakfast and stuff. What if I just refresh my browser? Let's see what happens. Or like, I feel like OBS should have a way. Yeah, I'll just stop streaming and hit the button again. Hold on. Y'all still here? The chat is going still. Maybe YouTube will still consider this one stream. Y'all still here? Looks like you are. Yeah? Yeah, seems to have worked. Godzilla, maybe Kit and Krista's theory that Nintendo wants to move away from Directs and push to Nintendo Today only is more correct than we think. It's possible. Maybe we'll end up getting more stuff separately from the Direct, and here they just wanted to, like, give some. Give us, like, some. Oh yeah, I don't have the audio on just because, like, I don't know, who needs to hear this?
And just, basically have fun with it.
They're just playing Star Fox. I don't know. We could. I don't know. Does anyone know how long the Treehouse stuff is going to go? Because if it's just like, it's probably going to show us Star Fox. It's going to show us Splatoon Raiders. I don't think they're going to deep dive. They're going to show us the DK thing. Probably not. It's not going to be Ocarina of Time. It's not going to be Xenoblade. Fire Emblem, they'll probably do that. So yeah, I don't think I want to watch all that. It's sort of fun, but like, I don't know. I got videos to make. To be a bit positive, I will play Ocarina of Time for the first time. Kind of excited. That's cool. See, on that note, yeah, I don't get that. Like, if it's a good, it looks like a thing. It looks like a real full-blown remake. So if it ends up being an impressive remake, they just needed to show us. And if it's coming this year, why would they not show us? I don't get it. Nintendo wants you hungry. It could be that. The chat calmed down now. Yeah, the people who were just, yeah, I don't know. Never mind. Not going to make generalized statements about people, but it's true that, yeah, chat wasn't super fun. Now that, like, now that we're boiled down to a little bit more of, I think, I mean, that's the thing. I feel like if someone like kind of just hates Nintendo, I don't know why they would come to my stream. Just go watch the regular stream. So I feel like, yeah, things have definitely calmed down. Most of the people still here. I think, it's feeling a little nicer. That's good. A little more reasonable. Yeah, it wasn't fun. Like, I know, like, yeah, when you point out something and yeah, like, I get it. The whole, like, Streisand effect or whatever. It's not the same thing. But, like, yeah, no, that was, like, I get it. It wasn't the best direct. But, yeah, chat was a little disappointing. But that's all right. Art the Gale Wind. Loved this direct to death. OMG. As a Xenoblade fan, I couldn't be more happy. So mad they announced it so casually. Weird that they announced it so casually. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, Xenoblade fans eating well. That is true. I know it means nothing to you, but Xenoblade news broke me. Yeah, that's the thing. Xenoblade, like, you're getting a new game. Here's a nice, big, meaty trailer. Switch 2 editions for every single game. Like, that is pretty good. And see, again, there was this one, like, infamous direct where, like, the biggest announcement was just a remaster of the first game. And I was like, that was okay. And everyone got mad at me. This direct had a full reveal for the new one. And Switch 2 editions for all the old ones. And yet, the majority opinion is that this was a bad direct. I think it's weird. I think it's weird how the discourse changes. And I think it's because of expectations. I think it's because everybody expected more. There's this feeling that we're not getting fed well enough, you know? Whereas back then it was like, early Switch days. We're all happy, whatever. Will the remake take the place of a new Zelda? I would hope not. I would assume not. I would completely... If so, then Nintendo has a big problem. You know? Thea appreciates new Pokopia stuff. He wanted much. Yeah, the Pokopia thing is cool. I don't know. I don't know how much the expansion pass will be or how much content it'll give, but, like, that's pretty neat. New town available today. We ain't calm. L, I say. Yeah, it's true. Is awareness of Nintendo discourse even worth it at this point? Probably not. I should probably just stop paying too much attention to it. At least the Star Fox remake looks cool. It does indeed. It does indeed look cool. I am excited to play it. Let me see. Where am I? Direct was disappointing, but it wasn't that bad. I think that's a good way to sum it up. It actually wasn't that bad. It's just that expectations were so high, and Nintendo really needed to give us something big, and they didn't. So it kind of it made the good stuff feel less impressive. It had less of an impact. There was a lot of really good stuff in there. But most of it came from third parties, and that's the problem. Nintendo's all about first parties. Voice acting for Ocarina of Time even felt campy. That's my last negative comment. Hope we get Nintendo games in the next Nintendo Direct. Yeah, I mean, I feel that way about all the voice acting in Zelda. I still don't think I really like that they're doing that. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know. I can't deny that it brings it up to like a modern standard. You know, it was like silly that Nintendo didn't do voice acting for so long, but like, yeah, I don't know. There's just like, I don't know. There's different styles of voice acting, and like anime has a style. And that's the style that they go for in the games, and I think it doesn't fit for me. There is like kind of an element of kind of camp that just pulls me out. But I don't know. That's a whole discussion. Nintendo Direct was always about exclusive games. Where's Kirby, Metroid, Mario, Pokemon? Also, everyone knew Ocarina of Time was coming, so why just show a teaser? Yeah. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong at all. You speak truth. I don't know. Stellar Spacey. Thank you for the super. You're lovely. I don't think it was that bad. It just wasn't the amazing Direct I was hoping for. I'm unfortunately excited for Switch Sports Resort. It's probably going to be bad. I mean, it's probably going to be good. Like, that's the thing is, like, you know, if you like those games, they're fine games. They're good. You can probably even good games if that's the kind of game you're into. People loved the other Resort, other Switch Sports. Yeah, they're popular for a reason. Like, I get it. No shame to anyone who likes it. Yupperdoodles, what's up? Nintendo seems to think that no news means no bad news / PR, but we want to have things to be hyped for. It's like they're overcorrecting for MP4. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we did need some hype. We did. Like, especially, like, this is, you know, E3 season. And all of the other presentations were really good. So, like, next to those, this Direct being the way that it is just like, it does not help with the PR. Not trying to be super negative, but the quick screenshot we get of Link, he looks like those Unreal Engine 5 fan remakes on YouTube. I hate how he looks, but maybe the full reveal would change my mind. It was definitely like, it's kind of like with Star Fox, there's that moment where like your brain is like processing the new look and then not seeing it in the full context. It's weird. I definitely have to wait and see how he looks in the context of the full game before I can judge it. There was definitely an oddness about it, but I'm open to it. But yeah, it just, you know, yeah. Definitely goes, it's definitely clear that it was weird for them to just tease it. It's very weird. Odds of you trying Xenoblade now that it seems to be a new story arc? Mind blown, we're really past the Chronicles saga. Unfortunately, I think the chances are less than ever. I just like, I don't know. I more than ever, I only want to play games that like really, really appeal to me. And I still just like, I just, it doesn't appeal to me. I know, like, oh, but you want a game with a story. I don't just want a game with a story. I want a game with a story that looks appealing to me. I want a game with visuals that look appealing to me and characters that look, just, you know what I mean? Gameplay that looks appealing to me. It just doesn't look appealing to me. On paper, you could maybe argue that there are things about it that I would like, but it's not just about the on-paper facts about a game. It has to look appealing, and I don't know. I have too many games that I do want to play. Too many games that do look appealing to me. So I'm very sorry. No, probably less than ever. I'll try Xenoblade. I don't want to like Xenoblade. I don't want another thing where it's like, okay, well now you have 800 hours of gameplay to like. That'll be the only games I play for the rest of my life. I just don't want to do it. No goo-based controller, but we got thumb wrestling. Eh? That was pretty good. Nintendo Today app will be the goo controller that gets your hands sticky every time you play. It leaks out. But then you gotta buy new goo cartridges. That's how they get you. Will the new Zelda game be on the same level of polish as Metroid Prime 4, though? Also, new Pokopia content will be nice. You are not wrong. New Pokopia content is nice. That is a thing. That's good. I'm curious to see if, like, Ocarina of Time is it gonna look like a new... I can't get my hopes up. I hope that it looks better than Breath of the Wild. If, like... Because Breath of the Wild, I think, looks good, but it does not look that like good on a technical level. Those games, because they're these giant open worlds, they look all right. They look good, and like artistically they look good, but like the Switch is capable of graphics that look so much better. So if Ocarina of Time Remake is a more focused game, not these giant worlds, I want it to look like actually really good. You know, like the Wii U gave us that Twilight Princess demo, and like that looked great. Can we get something like that? This is the Switch 2 we're talking about. We could have graphics like that. Games are allowed to look that good. So like there's no reason why an Ocarina of Time Remake could not look as good as that Wii U tech demo from a million years ago. So yeah, I don't want to get my hopes up, but make the new Zelda look good, please. This direct definitely overhated Woohoo Island P, like a PEA. I don't know what that means, but it's a fine opinion. There were games. There were games in there. If you like Switch sports, you like Xenoblade, you know. It would be a good direct in a world in which everyone had a Switch 2 and was already happy with it. Yeah, that's another good way to put it. Where we weren't like waiting for the hype to like really, oh, come on, to get rolling. Yeah, it's disappointing because everyone was expecting a new mainline Mario or Zelda game, or at least a new Pikmin on top of the Zelda remake. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anyone was quite expecting Zelda or Mario or Pikmin or anything yet. Switch 2 edition would have been nice. But definitely something. I don't know. Again, if they just actually revealed Zelda, just if they... Howl music, message retracted. Couldn't have put it better myself. Thank you. It's crazy how little was shown off given what we believe is coming from the leaks. Nintendo today reveals IG. This felt more like an obligation to third parties more than anything else. Yeah, it kind of did. I really don't know why the third parties carried this big, huge Nintendo Direct. A lot of good third parties. So many. But yeah, it felt like one of the last things being Kingdom Hearts 4. Like, how was this not a partner direct? It almost felt that way. Came to see your reaction to the Zelda announcement, so I missed the discourse. Anyone else hoping for a Zelda-themed Switch 2? I'm hoping for one before the new Pokemon comes out. Yeah, I mean, they might. That was part of the leaks, and the leaks have been right up to this point, but that could also just be another safe bet. Nintendo loves their Zelda-themed systems. We get them pretty regularly, don't we? So, yeah, I mean, they didn't mention it. I guess that would have been their time to mention it. See, I really thought they were going to say, here's a teaser, but there's going to be a Zelda Direct soon. But instead, they just said, we'll share more later. So, like, what does that mean? Like, are we not going to see more until September? In a September Direct? I don't know. Thought this was good, but a bit weird Direct, but means we get a fall Direct because we know nothing about holidays or teasing 2026. I mean, we do now know, like, basically the lineup for the second half of the year. We do have, like, a better idea now. But we obviously need more info about those games. Such as, for example, Ocarina of Time Remake. Could use some more on that. But, I mean, yeah, I do think we're going to get a September Direct. And maybe it'll be good. Who knows? But, Arlo, I got excited when Ocarina of Time came up. I told you to... Rude. And I feel bad. So here is money. Thank you. Thank you. A simple apology would have sufficed, but you know what? I appreciate it. You're kind. Direct wasn't that bad, but Nintendo doesn't seem interested in showing the core fan base why they should stay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's like Nintendo just doesn't really care. It's just like we have these expectations, and it's like I don't know, it's like sometimes they care. And sometimes they just don't. And today they're like, eh. The fact that your expectations were so high made us not want to show you anything. Made us want to pull back. Here's a teaser. You know? They're just like, you can't boss us around. You're the customers. You don't control us. That Zelda tease at the end was so cruel. It was. I lied. Last one this time. I'm worried that they're going to toyify and shiny up everything for Ocarina of Time like Link's Awakening and Echoes of Wisdom. I would be so overwhelmingly disappointed. I really would. It's true that like the look of Link that we got was a little stylized. And I don't know if I'm much of a fan of that. I kind of feel like Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom is a very soft, more cartoony-ish style. So I feel like eventually you have to give us another Zelda game with like the actual like realistic graphics. Like we deserve it sometimes. And I think an Ocarina of Time remake, like that was when Zelda took on that style for the first time. I think that's a good opportunity to go back to that style. They do it really well, you know, Twilight Princess. It wasn't even like full on realism, but it had an element of like kind of gritty realism to it. And I think Ocarina of Time would be the way. And yeah, this one looked a little more stylized. And it's true, yeah, I don't think it's gonna go full on like Link's Awakening. That'd be really disappointing. So yeah, I don't know. I have to wait until I see the whole thing. I am also slightly worried. I don't want it to be cel shaded. I don't want it to be too cartoonish. Like, I just like, can Zelda look cool sometimes? I want Zelda to look cool again. You know? I don't know. Like, Wind Waker was cool, but like, I don't want them all to look like that. Why Duskblood tease again? See, you just reminded me of the Duskbloods tease. What was with this direct? They showed us like seconds of Duskbloods, and we're like, what do you think? I don't think anything. You didn't show us anything. It was like 5 static images. Without a release window or anything. I mean, it was the announcement that there was going to be a network test sometime in the summer. Okay, cool. That is good. We'll be playing it soon. But like, this is a direct. Give us something cool. Yeah, that was also annoying. There hasn't been a great direct since Switch 2. We literally have a 3DS lineup over the remainder of the year. The April one before the launch was good. That was a good one. Before it came out. But yeah, last September was like, okay, and this was like, okay, it's my brief summary. As the certified Nintendo hater of my friend group, I feel like this was actually a sign of the goal of a long life cycle for the Switch 2. You think they're just slow and steady wins the race? They're being tortoises about it. They know they're going to get there. And I know they're going to get there too. That's the thing. You know, I'm not one of those people who's like, yeah, Nintendo's cooked. Like, no. In a few years, this will all look different. It's more just, right now it's confusing. Right now it's definitely confusing. And like, it'd be nice to have some hype again. It would be nice. We haven't really had any hype since the Switch 2 launched, and now, like, okay, cool. So another July, August, September, another 3 months at least before we're, like, super excited. I mean, unless they come out and they give, you know, maybe soon. Maybe before September, they'll give us a big reveal for Ocarina of Time, and maybe it'll look great. I don't know. I'm genuinely not a hater and want Nintendo to succeed, but if this was an Xbox presentation, we'd be saying how bad it was. 90% was ports for old games. It was a lot of ports. Good ports. Really good ports. But yeah, ports for old games is only going to take you so far. A quick update, 1 week with Dark Souls. Love it. Awesome. Good. Let it consume you. Maybe this is Zelda. Oh, it's Splatoon. I don't need to see Splatoon Raiders. I already want the game. It's real. But I have a tiny concern. Why does young Link have the Triforce of Courage before the events of the game? Before it splits when Ganondorf takes it when Link... Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point. Why did Link have the Triforce of Courage at the beginning of the game? Was that just for the teaser? Because that is incorrect. Good observation. That's true. I'm going to draft a critical email to Nintendo, and it has nothing to do with the Direct or any of the games. It's, hey, don't you know the Zelda lore? Maybe that was just him going back home and taking a nap. You know, who says that's the beginning of the game? That took place later. It was like, he didn't have a fairy. Well, I mean, he got one later. She was off, you know, she was at a party and he was sleeping at home and he had already gotten the Triforce. He was just taking a nap. Did you play DD2? Thoughts on DD2 DA? If not, you should play. Best fantasy in years and years. Dragon's Dogma. No, I didn't. Yeah, no, I played some of the first one. And I really liked it. I just never got around to like really playing through the whole thing. And 2 looks really, really good. So no, that is a big win for Switch 2. Especially that kind of just like big RPG, you know, like perfect for handheld. Something you just want to mess around with. It does look very good. I heard it's very good. Bad Direct, the worst of the decade. I certainly would not say that. I think that this Direct was probably even better than the September one. The only problem is that the expectations were higher. I think if you reversed these 2 Directs, people would have liked this one a lot more. I mean, come on. New Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, Ocarina of Time remake. Like, I think the I think the reactions probably would have been identical. The way that we reacted to the September Direct and this one, like swap the Directs and the reactions would have been swapped too. It's that we were expecting a lot. That's why it felt so disappointing. So yeah, I certainly would not agree that this was the worst of the decade myself. Except for when you consider the context. The context is the killer. How about if the Xenoblade. That's the thing. Did I say that? How about if the Xenoblade fandom funds a 5-star hotel resort stay for you to spend with the game? We're crazy and obsessed enough to edify you. I mean, keep talking. You want to set me up in a fancy hotel? All right. Yeah, we'll talk. That sounds pretty good. Our meals comped. Yeah. Sweeten the pot a little bit. Maybe I'd try it out. It's such a funny idea. Get Arlo. It's a whole like fundraising campaign. Try to get Arlo to play Xenoblade. And I just keep heaping on the demands. I've got like a little bell and someone's like bringing me snacks and stuff. Oh, Twilord. My fruit punch cup is empty again. I'm gonna have to grind a little bit. I don't know if I have the energy. I love that idea so much. Oh, it's so funny. I don't know, maybe they thought the movie was enough Mario. Yeah, it's true. You got enough Mario for a while. You got the movie. You're good for a few years. Please try Indiana Jones. The Switch 2 port is great. It looks good. I think it's just not my kind of game. I don't know. I didn't grow up with the Indiana Jones movies. I appreciate what they do now, but like I've never been like a big fan. And then just that kind of game. I don't know. It just doesn't. It does not appeal to me. Yeah, I hear the port's really good though. Which is cool. Getting lots of good ports instead of like lots of like surprisingly good. You know, that was the Switch. It was just like, oh, it's surprisingly okay. It's kind of playable. But now it's like, no, like these are some legit good ports. Just checked. They spent 110 seconds on Thumb War, 89 seconds on Ocarina of Time. Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. That's really amazing. They got their priorities straight. What can I say? It's amazing. I love most of the ports shown, but ports can't be all. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yes, again, I agree. Many, many, many very good ports. Like, if you took all the third-party stuff and put it into just a partner direct with no other expectations, that would have been the best partner direct ever. Absolutely, hands down. Kingdom Hearts 4? Are you kidding me? A brand new HD 2D Final Fantasy? That's huge! It's a real shame that there were so many good reveals in this presentation, and yet because of our expectations, because we need something bigger from Nintendo, they were really just overshadowed. For example, next thingy to read is Worst Direct of the Decade. Another one that's another shared sentiment, which I do not agree with, and yet I cannot deny that that is a thing people feel. Do we want game budgets cheaper or not? I'm sorry, but a rock texture you can sniff at 4K and still looks clean is expensive. Hashtag stop texture licking. Agreed. Stop sniffing and licking textures. Biggest problem in the game industry. Hi, Arlo. What do you think of the Nintendo Direct new games? Because I was busy at work swiping. It's okay. It's all right. That's my summary. That's my big summary of this Direct. It was all right. Viper Breeze, you are too kind to me. You are too kind. Too much kindness. Please make today better by watching the trailer for Escape from Ever After. I mean, I've seen the trailer, I think. What do you mean, like right now? Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I don't know if... Yeah, maybe after this. Maybe after we finish up. We'll go watch that. I'm slightly hesitant just because I'd have to, like, navigate to it. And I'm already, like... I don't know. I don't like people seeing my recommended, you know? Like, nothing weird, but just there's still something kind of vulnerable about it. And I know if I start, like, going somewhere else on YouTube, everyone's going to be, like, commenting on what I watch. You know? Yeah. Maybe in a bit. Maybe in a bit we'll go look at that. You're too kind. Stop being so kind. If you want. I do appreciate it. You're amazing. You've certainly funded Sekiro and Escape from Ever After when it comes time to play those games. I cannot deny. Yeah, I don't look at any leaks. If I'm going to get info, I want it from the source. I've been burned by leaks before. Yeah, pretty much everything has been leaked. We can't help but look at them, though. They're everywhere. It's hard. September Direct focusing on first few months of 2027 is likely. Yeah, we'll definitely get more 2027 games in September. This did mostly focus on stuff for the second half of this year. Maybe Nintendo is scared of GTA 6. Maybe. I don't think they are. I don't think they care. They probably don't even know. They probably don't even know it's coming out in September or in November. They don't care. They live in their own little world. Yupper Doodles, what's up? Someone else suggested it already, but Nintendo spreading their biggest titles over a planned long 8 to 10 years generation might be why we're getting fewer huge hits and more small ones in a given year. It could be. it could be argued that that is a good idea, but it's like I was saying before, like, you want games to have time to sell. And when it's these big, huge AAA Nintendo games, they sell over such a long period of time that, like, you want to get them out kind of early, you know? These games that will sell millions of copies per year, every year that this system is on the market. You want people to have time. So I don't know. It's hard to say what their strategy is. I don't know. It's like they just thought, wow, we didn't get any Mario Kart DLC. Not a thing. I thought this was it. I thought I released my video on Mario Kart World like too early, and I thought, or too late. And I was like, yeah, Nintendo's going to announce DLC. They didn't. It's like I think that they thought Mario Kart World and DK was the Mario Odyssey and the Breath of the Wild of this generation, and that they could just coast for a couple years. I think they may have thought that. That's what it's starting to feel like. And that just didn't happen. And they were like, oops, sorry guys, we don't really have anything else big for like the next year or two. Enjoy a remake, you know, enjoy Ocarina of Time remake. Yeah, I don't know. Direct ends, Krusty the Clown. What the H was that? That reaction is like, you ever have like your own reaction GIFs in your own head? Little clips that just play, like that's one of them. The delivery on that line is just so funny. That's really stuck with me. Like I know exactly what you're talking about. That was a worker in Parasite, right? That Direct did feel like it was aimed at a theoretical core audience that only own Nintendo consoles and doesn't play games if they're not on the Switch. Good Direct for that theoretical person? Yeah. Yeah, probably. It's true. Like people who are like, I've never played any of these games because I only have Switch. I will not play any of them until they come to Switch. They're eating well. They're eating very well. I finally get to play Devil May Cry 5! And Dragon's Dogma. Got a lot of Capcom stuff. Onimusha, Dragon's Dogma, Devil May Cry. Jeez. Also feels disappointing because it feels like all these games could have been made on Switch 1 to most extent, but now we have to pay a whole new expensive system and we're not getting the heavy hitters. Yeah. Yeah, I think to a degree. Yeah, I think I could see what you're saying. Is like we're not getting a lot of games. Yeah, I mean like Splatoon Raiders. Like what about this could not have been on Switch 1? Like nothing. Like yeah, it's running better, but like it seems like it could have been a cross-gen title. And that's another reason why we needed Ocarina of Time to really knock our socks off. We need it to look really good. I want to look at that game and be like, "Wow, yeah, this couldn't run on Switch 1." That would help. And I do think that DK Bonanza and Mario Kart would have been very, very compromised on Switch 1. But maybe it's just not obvious enough, you know? The Switch 2 is an upgrade, but it's not such a dramatic upgrade that it feels like, oh, whoa, next gen, you know? It's kind of Switch 1.5. I know it's more than that power-wise, but like it's kind of like some of that extra juice goes to making the graphics a little bit better, and then the rest goes to making it run better. And I can't say that's a bad strategy overall, but like, yeah, it definitely helps this feeling that we haven't gotten some big next-gen thing yet. Yeah, I get it. I really think they just don't want to reveal or show anything more than 6 months before release anymore. The Switch gen had so many games shown too early. That's true. You know, you talk about good Nintendo Directs. Sometimes a Direct is good because they reveal a bunch of stuff, but then that stuff doesn't come for like years. You know, like the June 2017 Direct was legendary, but then like, yeah, Metroid Prime 4, we all know what happened there. Yoshi took like 2 years after that or something to release, so yeah. Yeah, it's just like if you're only going to show stuff for the next few months, Show it to us. Actually show it. If they had just dug deeper, if they had just given us a full reveal of Ocarina of Time, that would have really helped. I mean, they gave us a good trailer for Xenoblade, and that's for next year. They at least did that. That's nice. To be honest, considering all the good games that got announced at other showcases like Guild Wars 3 and a few good announcements here, and the few good announcements here, I'm eating pretty good for the next 1.5 years, so I can't complain. Yeah, I can see that, you know. There is a percentage of the audience who came away from this being like, oh, that's a bunch of stuff for me. Yeah, especially combined with all the other showcases and stuff. Yeah. I can't blame anyone for being disappointed, but I also cannot fault anyone for not being disappointed. There were games. There was lots of stuff. There is stuff to play. Twilight Princess was the coolest Link has ever looked, but that's just me. I agree. I completely agree. And that's why that Wii U tech demo tease has just, like, it hurts me. I wish they never did it. They were like, hey, everyone, this is how good Zelda could potentially look on the Wii U. But we're not going to do that ever again. Here's the Switch. It's even more powerful, and the game doesn't look nearly as good. And now Switch 2. Look at that. It's even more powerful. It's several times more powerful. So if Ocarina of Time still has that, like, soft kind of, like, cel-shaded, cartoony look, yeah, I agree. That's... Not everything needs to be super hyper gritty, realistic. But again, Twilight Princess wasn't even that way. It still had a stylized look about it. It still had personality. Just a bit more realism would be nice. Just sometimes. Elise, what's up? Is it possible Nintendo thinks DK Bonanza and MK World are... Oh, I just said that. Yes. I promise I didn't copy your comment. We just both had the same idea. Is it possible Nintendo thinks DK Bonanza and Mario Kart World are the Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey of Switch 2? We're waiting for more, but they believe they've already provided the big early gen console sellers. Yes, I think that's true. I think there's a really good chance that's true. And, you know, from where I'm sitting, DK is that game. And yet I can't deny that there are a lot of people who are just like, I'm just not interested in breaking stuff. Like, if you're not into that central mechanic, then there you go. Whereas, like, yeah, Mario, like, who's not into just, like, playing a Mario game? And then Mario Kart World, they've just blundered completely. Not going to go into it here. Did a whole video. They just didn't get it. They just messed up. I think sometimes they just mess up. And they messed up when it really, really mattered that they not mess up the most. You know, the absolute most. It could be that they really think they've delivered those experiences in Mario Kart and DK, and they just haven't. Especially Mario Kart. Like, yeah, it's selling. But it's not, yeah, the generation-defining moment. Daniel, thank you for the super. The Crawl, what's up, buddy? Dragon's Dogma 2 was my 2024 game of the year. Please play so we can talk about it. I think you would appreciate how weird, complimentary it is. I do want to play it. I absolutely do. How long is it? That's the thing. Especially RPGs. They're just so dangerous, you know? I miss most of them, and I'm like, maybe that's for the best. It is a weird series, and that is what I appreciate about it. There's a lot of stuff about it that's like, you know, your standard, like, RPG, modern RPG stuff, but then there's just a weirdness to it. Yeah, the player antagonistic design. I mean, I'm way more into that now. So, yeah, I hope one of these days I can. I really do. I would like to talk about it with you. I know why it didn't crit for me. There are no more impossible ports, so these third-party games aren't wow moments. It's a period of catching up. It's true, yeah. It's like, you know, Switch 1 ports were like, wow, I can't believe they got us to run on Switch 1, even though it's really compromised. Now the ports are better, But yeah, the fact that they're less impressive is just like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. It doesn't impress us anymore. We're weird. We're a fickle bunch. It's true. We just can't be pleased. We need wow factor. I lost my spot. Hold on. Exciting niche games, too few system sellers. True. The niche games were very exciting. But we need the system sellers. We certainly do. You name the hotel, I'll start the GoFundMe. Do not start the GoFundMe. It's a bad idea. I don't know what kind of controversy that would create. I don't know what people would just like. Everyone's just like, I don't know exactly what to make of this, but something about it's weird. I don't know what this says about Arlo, that he's letting everyone pay to set him up in a resort so he'll play Xenoblade. Something about it doesn't feel right. It's not your average controversy, but it can't be good, right? Something about this is weird. I feel like the whole takeaway of this direct would have been a lot better if they had just shown gameplay for Ocarina. Yeah, completely. If it was just a really good-looking remake and they just showed the whole thing and it was like, wow, it's like we're getting a new Zelda, even though it's Ocarina of Time. Wow, it's amazing. That would have really helped. It was the teasiest of teases. Just absurd. Summary. Yay, Deltarune. Wait, that's it? We got Deltarune? I don't know. No one's denying that the third-party stuff is good. That was the thing that everybody really wanted. Kingdom Hearts? Deltarune? Even if they thought the movie was enough Mario, that's still disappointing because we literally got Mario Wonder the same year the first film released. Yeah. Yeah. It was nice to have, like, yeah, those two big Mario projects. Mario Galaxy came out, and it was like, well, you got the Mario Galaxy games. But we didn't have, like, a big... Yeah, you got Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. I guess that was basically it. That was the big game tie-in. Yoshi the Mysterious Book and Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition. Plus Meet Up at Bellabelle Park. That was basically, like, the Mario Galaxy 3 thing. Yeah. And Star Fox. So we kind of did. We kind of got that. Zelda. Time for Zelda. Time for Duskbloods. Nope. Okay. Where the heck is my pirate Yakuza in Hawaii? Yeah, sorry. It's their faces. So funny. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I don't follow those games necessarily. I don't know where that is. The direct was meh. But we have a lot coming, IMO. We do. We got a lot coming. It's true. It was a good partners direct. True. Very, very true. Money increase leads to promise more games, leads to announces nothing. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You're gonna raise the price, and now it's like, all right, okay. Where's the part that we like to hear? That's what we need. I completely don't understand the hate. We got so many great third-party games. We got a new Xenoblade, Kingdom Hearts 4, Ocarina of Time confirmed too. I really liked it. It is a valid opinion. I really, it is unfortunate. It's like, I feel like it's not necessarily fair that the expectations can completely change the reception to a direct. Again, it wasn't a bad direct. And yet I completely admit that I was affected by the expectations. I am disappointed. It was a good direct, and yet I do still feel disappointed. And I don't like that. I want to look at each one as its own thing. It's hard. That is the nature of hype. It is so strange. So hard to harness. Watch the Wii U Zelda tech demo again. Stylized to heck. Ocarina of Time remake. Looks just like it, IMO. Photorealistic Miyazaki anime lad. Also look at Ocarina of Time 3DS. It's true that it was stylized. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's not I have a hard time describing it, that style. It's not like realism. It's still stylized. It's Jello. He's grabbed it with his hands. It's still jiggling. It's just like there's a more of a realism element to it. It's like more realistically rendered. I think that's it. It's like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, it's like that kind of cel-shaded thing where like there's not a lot in the way of like more realistic textures and lighting. It's still just like got this kind of like soft, smoothed over kind of feel. That's what I mean. There's just like there's a sharpness about the Wii U tech demo. Link still looks like a cartoon guy, but there's a realism about the environment that makes it feel more like he's a real person in a real space. The Switch Zeldas never looked like that. They never looked like a real person in a real space at all. And again, it doesn't always need to be that way. Just sometimes. Sneaky Goomba, you're very kind. You're very kind. That's a very nice super. You're very, very nice. I love you. Give me a hug. My problem is that we have waited 9 months to see a Direct with a lot of new Switch 2 games, but instead we have a bunch of third-party games, remakes, and games we've already seen with only 2 new Nintendo games. Yeah. You are not wrong. It's like everyone's saying. It almost doesn't matter how great the third-party stuff is, the ports especially. It's only going to carry things so far. And we are waiting for something very new. And it was really hard approaching the end of the Direct and knowing that, like, Ocarina of Time was probably going to be the last thing. Because it's like, if they had revealed it fully and it looked really good, that would have helped the Direct. Maybe would have saved. I don't know if saved might be too strong a word. Because at the end of the day, a remake is still a remake. It would have helped. But it is like, yeah, new. We want new stuff. And when we say new, we don't even necessarily mean like brand new IP or anything. We just mean like a very new entry in a series. So like, it is weird that Nintendo did not have a big holiday title next year. And now this year, the big holiday title is a remake. You set the bar so darn high. Switch 1 had Mario, and then it had Smash, and like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It had Switch Sports Resort. Nintendo Switch 2 Sports Resort. Really funny they called it Switch Sports, but not... I guess that's just the brand, even if it's only on Switch 2. Yeah. Majora's Mask remake confirmed. That would be awesome. That would be really awesome if they rolled right into... Like, they just do the Capcom thing. Just start remaking all of them. I don't know. At least Ocarina and Majora, now that you have, like, the art style and everything. Yeah. Take this remake and redo Majora's Mask in the same way, using the assets and everything. That'd be so cool. Oh, could you imagine? That'd be really cool. So much for Arlo's tingle. He was off about this Direct. I know. I was. I went too far out on that limb, and it snapped under my weight. This was not a good Direct. It had a lot of games, but old ports, and only one new first-party game. You're not wrong. No, I admit it. I completely admit it. I think it's like Sharp Edge said. I shouldn't have said it. Once you say it, you, like, cancel it out. You kill the magic. I was wrong. The wind, my interpretation of the wind's whisperings was incorrect. Undeniably huge JRPG announcements, but why stack almost everything new in that genre? Also, leaks bad, but it would underwhelm either way. Yeah, a lot of good JRPG stuff. You had Xenoblade, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, Dragon Warrior Monsters, Dragon Quest Monsters. Back in my day, it was Dragon Warrior Monsters. Where are the hardware updates? Achievements, themes. I don't know if Nintendo cares about any of that, honestly. Like, if they wanted to do achievements, they would have done it on Switch 1. Themes? Yeah, Switch 2 could have themes, but I don't know. Maybe they still just don't want to. I don't know. I don't think the fact we have third party has sunk in yet. so the lack of first party hurts more than it should. Yep, third party was good. It really was. If DK Bonanza was a Mario game about breaking stuff, it would have sold 20 million by now. People just want excuses. I don't know, maybe. It really is a very, like, core... It's such a central mechanic that when you're watching gameplay and all they're doing is punching stuff, I don't know. I think I half agree with you. I think there's part of me that could see that, like, yeah, put Mario on the game, it may have appealed that much more. But I also do get that plenty of people have actually played it. Like, you know, not just, like, watched footage. They've played it and just been like, I got bored of punching stuff. I don't want to punch stuff anymore. And that really is a lot of the game. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I could go either way. So far with Raiders, all I'm seeing is PvE mode of a PvP game. I'm not seeing a full game here. Well, it is a sort of budget title. Sort of. If you get it digital, it's only $50. So, like, yeah, I think it's not a full game. They have taken the PvE mode and expanded it. It's not just that, you know, it's not like just a salmon run mode. So, I don't know. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with what they're doing with it, personally. I was really happy with Rhythm Heaven for sure. Ocarina, they showed so little. These past few years, directs have been way too RPG heavy. Man, they are. Switch is a good ecosystem for RPGs. No one can deny that. The gap isn't as large as visually because they spent so long on low-power hardware. They already perfected their visual style mid-Switch gen. The main thing holding them back was performance in 2024. Also, personally, I think once game graphics hit a certain level of fidelity, they end up looping back around to looking bad. They look more like bad movie CGI rather than good game graphics. IMO. It is true that, like, yeah, that's why I'm not, like... I definitely... am not looking for like super crazy. Yeah, like they don't need to start going super hard on the realism and everything. Definitely not into that. And I do believe, especially like just from a raw business sense, Switch 1 proved that like we don't need the graphics to be that good. We really just don't. I think you're right. I think they basically perfected the look of their games. You just shine them up a bit, have them run better on Switch 2. And so I think it's really smart what they've been doing. The games look better, not that much better, but better enough. I mean, even some of these like Switch 1 games that just got performance patches look great. You know, like, yeah, I never ended up doing impressions videos for all of them. I really wanted to, but even just like playing some of those, I'm just like, yeah, this looks like this is good. Like, I'm good with this. If Switch 2 games look any better than this, then I'm like, yeah, it's icing on the cake. I do think you're right. I don't know if I believe that if graphics get too good, they loop back around to not looking good. I think I know there's like this idea that like realistic graphics don't age as well. I don't think I believe that as much as most people. I think I still like to look at games from a long time ago that were trying to be realistic, you know? Like, I don't know. I think they still hold up in their own kind of way. But I completely agree that, like, this whole graphics arms race is ridiculous. Like, Nintendo getting away from it is one reason they're doing so well. So definitely, like, yeah, I don't need anything crazy for Switch 2. There's just, like, a couple of cases where I'd like to see a little bit more. And Zelda used to be their big graphical showcase, their big like AAA thing. Like no game would ever look as good as a Zelda game. And I miss those days. And Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they had to scale it back because of the scale of the world. Like the processing power had to go into like rendering this huge place. And so I miss back when first party, or when Zelda was like Nintendo's AAA first party series, the best of the best. And that's why I really want Ocarina of Time. If any Nintendo game has really nice graphics, I want it to be the Ocarina of Time remake. But yeah, I mean, like, look at a game like Luigi's Mansion 3. Get that running on Switch 2. Like, just up-res that. It's already, I don't know. It's insanely good. So yeah, I don't know. The whole graphics conversation. It's a very interesting one. But it is objectively true, though, that Nintendo does not need to do that much in the graphics department. They just don't. It's entirely unnecessary. And there's a lot of the potential audience that says, you know, like, I'm done with Nintendo. I can't handle specs this low. That's true for some people, but, like, it's not the majority. That's a microscopic minority. Nintendo is correct for aiming for lower specs. They just are. Thank you, Godzilla. Please don't destroy me. So skip the need for the resort. So like, oh, you don't need the resort? How about you just play Xenoblade then? We need a middle ground here. I'll just take money. How about that? You just forget the resort. Just start a GoFundMe. And for $10,000, I will play Xenoblade. It's not true. Do not do that. Do not ever do that. I'm really surprised about no Zelda movie stuff. Yeah, man, that would have been really nice. Like right before the Ocarina of Time remake. Quote unquote reveal. Just a little bit. Just a little tiny clip. This is Miyamoto. I hope you are excited about The Legend of Zelda the movie. Here's a taste. Here's a little nibble. That's what Miyamoto would say. Here's a nibble. Please take a nibble. And then he bows. The first Toho Project Windows game got a remake announced on the Japanese Direct. Absolutely massive for that fan base. Toho Project Windows. I don't know what that is. But that's nice if the Japanese Direct got something else that we didn't. I know what you mean. I'm saying your memory is wrong. Watch Ocarina of Time remake reveal and Wii U tech demo back to back. Well, I mean, there's no denying that Ocarina of Time remake tech demo, that one didn't age as well. I've seen the Wii U tech demo one. I watch that every once in a while. I think it still looks great. Yeah, the Ocarina of Time one. You're not wrong. Like that used to... Assuming that you're saying that one didn't age well, because I agree. Like, that was like, oh my gosh, I can't... Someday a Zelda game is going to look like this. And now you look back and you're like, oh, no, that's not... That doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. Double Matt, thank you. I want to compare the first 2 years of Switch... I want to compare the first 2 years of Switch 2 to the first 2 years of Switch 1. Switch had so much more first-party stuff at this point. Yeah. And we can't forget that the Switch 1 also had the benefit of Wii U ports. Like, it had Mario Kart in the first year. That was just a freebie for Nintendo. But it wasn't the only thing, though. Splatoon 2. Like, sure, it wasn't the most ambitious sequel, but that was a full-blown sequel. And then, of course, Breath of the Wild itself was originally a Wii U game, so that was, like, almost a freebie. Yeah, I don't know, man. Looking at the first couple years of the two, it is weird. There's a lot to consider. You chose an extremely difficult time to set a goal to talk more positively about Nintendo, my friend. Good luck out there. Lol. Yeah. Yeah. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. I'm not willing to be... You know what? I don't know. I think earlier in my career, I might have been more, like, more upset about this. I would have been more disappointed. But I think just, like, as a person, I'm a little bit better at just looking at the good stuff that is there. So, like, I completely... It's kind of like balancing my own feelings with understanding the greater feelings of the peoples. And so, like, yeah, I would like to argue that the Direct wasn't the one they needed, which is a shame, because I said that about the September one, too. This was even more so. Even though I'm not going to downplay the good stuff in the Direct. Again, it wasn't even a bad Direct. So I hope I can strike a balance. You're not wrong. It did pick a funny time to want to start being more positive. It'll be all right. We'll figure it out. Is it possible they are holding off on big titles until the price shift so they can make more money on future system sales if the new games look great? I don't know. I mean, there is something logical about that, but I don't know if Nintendo would do that. It seems uncharacteristic of them to raise the price and then be like, well, let's not make the system look that appealing until after we raise the price. We don't want everyone rushing out and getting one. Because I think if they were going to follow that strategy, I think they wouldn't have given us so much time before the price went up. You know, like in Japan, I think it already went up, but we still have months to go. So I think that right there, the fact that they gave us multiple months, I think they're not looking at it quite that way. At least I don't think so. I don't think they would do that. But who knows? I'm just so uninterested. To be honest, never been me about a Nintendo system. Even I don't care about it. No DLC for Mario Kart World is wild. Too long for what it was. IMO. It is true that no Mario Kart World DLC after an entire year is wild. I was like so sure they were going to announce some at this Direct that, yeah, I was like kind of scared to release that video. If anything, I wish I had waited, because now it's just like, okay, so what's the plan with this darn game? Where are the big events? Where are the updates? Where's the anything? Bizarre. Really bizarre. After the Link's Awakening remake, I wanted a remake of the Oracle's duology, but I never got that. Yeah. I mean, you know, if they're doing a remake of Ocarina, I think there's still time. At the same time, I'm a little afraid that the next remake they do is going to be like 2D remake. It'll just be like Link to the Past. Again. Oh, I hope they don't remake Link Between Worlds. I mean, it's a good game, but like, give us like a simple port, but like, don't do the full-blown remake. Yeah, Oracle games are the ones that really need the remake. Yeah, I hope one of these days. I just played the Star Fox demo, and mouse aiming forces you into first-person mode. Yeah, it looked like that on the trailers and stuff. It looks like it's pretty much exclusively first-person mode with mouse controls. I don't quite know why. Huh. I need to play that. I need to play. There was that demo, and I want to say there was like another cool demo. Darn. I need to, like, you know, make videos and stuff, but I hope I get a chance to maybe stream the demo or something. That'd be cool. No Mario Kart World DLC is the biggest bummer. IMO. I like this. It is a bummer. You are not wrong. Wait, was Xenoblade the only new first party? I thought Rhythm Heaven was also new. If that was announced previously, that changes the math. Rhythm Heaven was announced kind of a long time ago, but they did reveal a bunch of stuff. Like, they basically revealed the whole, like, point, the thing of the game is, like, instead of just being a new title, now it's also got, like, all this, like, multiplayer stuff. It's got, like, an RPG campaign mode, which is really exciting. That makes it a much more appealing, you know, more value proposition. So no, the new first-party stuff was Xenoblade, Switch Sports Resort, Ocarina of Time Remake. Those were like... Am I missing anything? I think those were like the main new things. Hate to sound like someone who wants everything, but with no holiday title last year, I'm getting scared for the future. Wow, you're very generous. Thank you so much. That's a really nice super. You're super nice. You're super kind. Sorry, interrupted your comment. You're very kind. A lot of you are very, very kind. I mean, you're all very kind. You're all great. Even you watching is very kind too. But yes, your support is very much appreciated. Hate to sound like someone who wants everything, but with no holiday title last year, I'm getting scared for the future of Switch 2. Also, love your videos, and I hope that every pancake you eat is fluffy and smells immaculate. I mean, I'd say most of them are. That's very kind of you. You're very nice. I love you. Give me a hug. Also, yeah, it's hard. I'm not worried. Because as always, I think the games will come. I think it is inevitable. And yet it's hard not to have that weird little feeling. It's just, it's a feeling of uncertainty that Nintendo is kind of, I don't know. Logic is the only thing telling me that things will be okay. Because the material that Nintendo is presenting makes it easy to doubt. And even though I believe in that logic, I completely believe in that logic. A few years from now, things will probably look completely different. It's only going to take 1 or 2 huge games. September, they could reveal Smash. They could. They could reveal Smash, and then next year, a 3D Mario. And, like, at the end of next year, we could just, like, things could be completely different. So, like, I believe the logic. I choose to believe the logic, but I cannot deny that the material presented creates a feeling in oneself that I kind of have to try to get around. And that's not a fun place to be in. Definitely not a fun place to be. The Switch made the hype so easy, you know? Like, Nintendo raised the bar. So high. It made being excited effortless. We didn't even have to try. They just were like, hey, how about this game? And we were like, yeah. And they were like, how about this game? All right, how about this game? Yeah, that one's all right. But it's okay because this game, what? And now it's just this, like, everything is so weird. Why are we plucking hairs from an onion? It's disgusting. I love it. But yeah. No, I get you. I'd go for a pancake right now. I'm pretty hungry. I'm going to have to go soon just so I go eat breakfast. I'm done with Nintendo. Those Thumb Wars specs were so low. True. True dat. If you're going to give us Thumb Wars, we need hyper-realistic 4K, 120 FPS Thumb Wars. With gore. With blood and gore. Hey, it's more Star Fox. You could even have, like, a filter. I didn't know that. You could even have just, like, the ears on your guy. That's funny. Hold on, where am I? I lost my spot again. Thumb Wars specs were so low. Flips a table. Not that old thing, the new thing. Is that in reference to your previous thing? Sorry, I can't see. If you're giving me other comments for more context, I can't see them because I have to be in the fan funding tab. So I apologize if I'm missing anything. Because I gotta make sure I catch the supers. The Koopas. Frankly, I've spent way too much on games in the past year, so this light direct is probably a blessing for my wallet. LMAO. Kingdom Hearts made me cry, though. We got a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. It's my job to be excited about new games, and I like new games. but like it is completely correct that like I think every person on this planet has got enough games that if games just stopped for a good 5 years, we'd be all right. If there were no new games released at all for a half decade plus, I think we would all be okay. I'd have plenty to play. Only true backsies on Raise 10,000 and I play Xenoblade could just liquidate and spend my life savings to hit that total. Don't do that. Do not do that. It's not worth it. Because what if I play it and then I'm like, it's not for me. Good thing I played it. Now we know for sure. Thank you for the $10,000. I'll be taking I like you like holding the check and I like zip and I kind of like pull it out of your fingers. Spirit Tracks remake with $60 amiibo trains, please. Okay, Link on the train. That would make for a really cool amiibo. I wouldn't want to spend the money on it, I'm sure, but that would be awesome. I don't know how they remake the DS ones. I don't know if they ever will. Like, I don't think they'd ever want to without the touch controls. I don't know. Furshaw Productions, is that my good friend Furshi? Welcome to Arlo's Best Friend Club, my friend. My actual friend, my IRL friend. What's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for joining the club. If it wasn't for correct price raise fears, I don't think I would own a Switch 2 yet. Lovely system, but only Pokopia and Bonanza are must-plays right now. Yeah, it's no fun to be forced into buying it because you're afraid of the price increasing. I do agree that Pokopia and Bonanza are the two to own right now. But yeah. It just, we need more on the horizon. That's the thing. Even if it was for next year. Even if they did, I don't know, at this point, you know, we're always saying like Nintendo shouldn't announce anything too early. Maybe they should. Maybe they should this time. I mean, they did it strategically for Switch 1. Again, they revealed so much in that January presentation. There was so much at launch or coming like soon after launch. And then just that June, just a couple months later, they revealed so much. And a lot of it was like really far out. But it created this incredible momentum, this incredible hype. So now, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Nintendo could probably stand to give us 1 or 2 humongous games for like next year or maybe even beyond. Just so people have like the promise that it's coming. Just to build that momentum, yeah, I don't know. Everyone's like, where's my Mario? And I'm over here like, where is Kid Icarus? I mean, we have mouse controls now, and Uprising Remaster would go wild. You are speaking truth. Straight facts, even. Mouse controls would be perfect. It's the best control input for Kid Icarus Uprising that we have had yet. You know, gyro would not be a perfect replacement. I still think they should. And that's the thing, is I don't think they would do it and only give mouse controls as an option. I think they would have to feel confident in the ability to do it with the stick or with gyro. Even then, even gyro, I think pretty much any game now, I think they've learned their lesson. That, like, every game needs to have basic stick controls, at least. Like, look at Star Fox. They're not doing anything weird. They didn't force the mouse controls. It's just an option. So I think they've finally learned. We can't have a weird control scheme be the core of this experience. So in order for them to do Kid Icarus, I think they would have to be confident that you could play it with a stick. And I'm not even sure of that. I'm not even sure that would be possible. But at least mouse controls. So yeah, I don't know. Would be cool. Hey Arlo, here's a $5 for you because you're a cool guy. Wow. You're so kind. You're very kind. I'm enjoying Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, hoping something Pikmin will pop up soon. I mean, you and me both. Where was my Switch 2 edition? September. Don't worry, September. We're going to get that Switch 2 edition. We're going to get it. Thank you, though. You're very kind. I love you. Give me a smooch. Pretty sure Switch 2 still has more first-party games than Switch 1 if you line up the timelines. They just aren't showing things as early or in directs. Yeah, again. They haven't really shown us a lot of stuff for Beyond now. Like, I mean, really right now, like, Xenoblade is, like, our only, like, 2027 thing. Our, like, vague next year kind of thing. That's it. I think we'll get more in September. I think we will. And I know I can't count on anything. I can't listen to that darn wind anymore. I do think the September Direct will probably make things feel a bit better. If it's only 3 months away and Nintendo is like, okay, well, we can't put everything in June if we're going to have another one. I don't know. It's weird to wait 9 months for a Direct, and then they just should have given us one in February or March. You know, like, if you're only going to have 2 in a year, spread them out. It's weird to have, like, kind of a weak one in June and then, yeah, go 9 months and then 3 months. Like, why? Why do they have to fit this timeline? They should, yeah, I think if we had gotten this Direct in March, it wouldn't have felt as bad. But, like, every month that goes by, the expectations go up and up and up. I don't know. Why is DK oops, sorry, hold on. Missed. It loaded. Why is DK Bonanza getting long-term support but not Mario Kart World? I have no idea. I don't know. It's so confusing. No, yeah, I made that point in my video recently. Just like, why is there more DK, more hype for Emerald Rush than Mario Kart World? What is going on? What is going on with Mario Kart World? I don't get it. I mean, the fact that they didn't give us DLC, I don't know. Maybe I'll wait till September. And if we don't get Mario Kart World, some major update, DLC, something there, I think that will be grounds for another video of just like, what the heck is going on with Mario Kart World? I don't get it. Am I crazy for expecting much more, especially after a 9-month wait after another Direct that didn't really do much either? No, I don't think you're crazy. It's true. That September Direct was like, eh. And then 9 months. Yeah. It's really hard. I sort of see it both ways. I think from Nintendo's perspective, I can see why they think they have been delivering. And I think maybe our expectations are too high. Because the Switch generation, again, was such easy hype. So easy. And it's just not that easy anymore. And our expectations are really high. The prices are higher. So now it's like, all right, you better satisfy us. And we're seeing a lot of the same stuff, but it's not hitting the same. So, like, partially, I think that's Nintendo's fault for not seeing that and delivering. But then at least to a degree, maybe we're wanting too much, expecting too much. I don't know. I don't think it's wrong to expect more, though. I don't know. Useless professional, my friend. I think this is pretty disappointing for me personally, unfortunately. Yeah. I can't blame you. I cannot. I was really hoping for more GameCube games, especially Star Fox Adventures, since Star Fox Remake is coming. Love your videos, by the way. Thank you. I love you. Yeah. Yeah, a little batch of new NSO games would have been nice. I am also waiting for Star Fox Adventures. Maybe they don't want it to compete because they realize that Star Fox Adventures is actually the best Star Fox game ever. Objectively. So, you know, they don't want it to compete with this remake. This Direct demonstrates one thing. Nintendo will show their hands when they are ready. Don't forget, Nintendo needed the Switch 1 to succeed, and the Switch 2 is already a success. More will come. Be patient. You are 100% correct. 100%. And that is why, again, I follow the logic. Things will be okay. The games will come. You're right. After, like, the Wii U almost killed them. If the 3DS didn't do as well as it did, which it almost didn't, like, they almost killed that too with the pricing. So if the 3DS wasn't keeping them afloat during the Wii U times, like, it almost killed their console business. It was really, really bad. You're right. They needed the Switch 1 to succeed. They needed to do everything they possibly could. They needed to provide all the games they could. They needed to hype us up on all of the future games. The Switch 2 is already a success. It's already tracking ahead of Switch 1. It's gonna do okay. You're right. Nintendo operates on Nintendo time. They do not bow to pressure. The games will come. They don't need to convince us right now. I mean, I think to a degree, I think they still just didn't really anticipate. Wow, even the beak opens up. You can put a beak on and even the beak opens. That's amazing. This is amazing. This game's amazing. You need an eye patch. This is the best game ever. Uh-oh. What happened? Whoa, we still here? What's going on? We still here? Is everyone still here? What happened? My browser crashed, but I think it still was streaming. Okay, never mind. It was still streaming. That was just me that was scared. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, it's true. They don't need it. And we're certainly seeing that here. How much they just don't need. Go away, chat summary. I didn't just dismiss some supers, did I? I clicked to get rid of it, and they, like, went away. Okay, if I miss anyone, I really apologize, because I clicked, and it, like... No, okay, we're good. I think we're all right. Anyway. Probs no September Direct, given what they had for this. I think the opposite. I think, if anything, we're more likely to get a September Direct. Because we still, like, yeah, like, we need to see more on Ocarina of Time. This was light enough that I think it may be because they had to split it between the two Directs. I mean, I hope so. Gosh, if they gave us this and not a September one... We got one Direct for the whole year. That would be a thing. Liked the Direct. Love you. Pikmin 4, Switch 2 Edition. Where are you? I also love you, and I also agree. Where in the heck? That would have made the show for me, at least. You throw in Pikmin 4, Switch 2 Edition. I would have been good. September is super stacked for games. It really is. It really, really is. Nintendo just gave us more. Was it a Fire Emblem? Is that the one coming in September? I can't remember. But, like, yeah, even more. It's crazy. And I didn't even, like, yeah, like, I did a video on that, and I didn't even, like, were there more in Summer Game Fest and Xbox Showcase that were announced for September? Jeez. 10,000, and you only have to play Torna. 30 hours, mostly stands alone. I mean, if I were going to agree, that would be... Those terms would certainly be more agreeable. To just play Torna. $10,000 to play Torna. What do y'all think? Let's get it going. Let's get the hype train going. Not really. We're not doing that. Can utilize the mouse feature to remake DS Zelda. I don't think it would play the same way. I don't know if that would work. Mouse controls give you a lot of precision in one way, but, like, nothing quite beats the pen, the stylus on the touchscreen. There's, like, an immediacy and a quickness to it that I don't think you can even get with mouse controls. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I literally only bought the Switch 2 for the upgraded specs. It finally made some of the bad Switch games worth playing. Not sure if worth, though. Yeah. It does make a lot of, I mean, like, you know, like, this is all old news by now. A lot of the games that they gave us patches for and stuff for the original Switch. It is true that it makes those games really, really, really nice. So, like, especially if someone never got a Switch, the Switch 2 is still a really good deal, just considering how huge the library is. You know, would be nice if Nintendo discounted some of these old games. Be even better. You can play all these games for $60 each. Yeah, I don't know. I'm disappointed about Ocarina of Time, but when it does come out, I can't wait to see the Zora King scooting his boot animation in 1080p, 60 FPS. We may even get 1440p if we are blessed. If the universe allows, we will get 1440p, 60 FPS, Zora King scooting the boot. Definitely the best. I mean, talking about Ocarina of Time remake, now that it's official, you know, there's a whole other discussion to be had about the individual moments of that game, but like that's one of them. They had more random Nintendo Today reveals / news in the 9-month gap than they did reveals in this Direct. It is their main outlet for news now. It could be true. I just think that they still didn't have anything really, really huge. You know, like even the Star Fox thing, they made a Direct out of it. It's not like they revealed a new AAA game just on Nintendo Today. I guess the full reveal for Splatoon Raiders was just like a random drop. I don't know. Could be true. It could be true that it's not that they're pulling away from Nintendo Directs like they don't want to do them, but it could be that they're not going to save all their best stuff for it. Maybe they just wanted to tease Ocarina of Time and then later they want to give us the big deep dive. I don't know. Spicy take. Switch 1's first year was the weird one. That is a spicy take. I thought Switch 1's first year was amazing. Even though, again, a lot of those were freebies. Zelda was kind of a freebie. Half freebie. Mario Kart was a freebie. Not counting Bowser's Fury, it's been almost 9 years since we got a big 3D Mario. Odyssey will be 10 years old next year. We got Bonanza, but come on. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's like if the Odyssey team, the Mario team, did... Oh, we're done. Okay, may as well go back and start. It's like, yeah, if they did it, then fair enough. You know, it's got the quality of a Mario game, but it's not a Mario game, and it is weird to go that long without a Mario game. It is really, really weird. Yeah, I don't know. It almost feels like Nintendo did count Bowser's Fury, and it's almost like they spent just as long on it as a regular game. Like, it's weird. Very, very strange. Almost 9 years. So, I mean, the rumor is that we'll get Mario next year, and if that's true, then cool. I don't know, man. I just don't know why we didn't get Odyssey 2. I don't know why we didn't get Odyssey 2. We should have gotten Odyssey 2. I want more. Give me more. I should have gotten Odyssey 2 and Bowser's Fury and DK. And now, Sunshine 2. First time catching you live. Been loving your videos for years. Thank you. Well, you may not have known this, but I have loved you for years. Secretly. I think realistically this was like an average Direct. It just needed to be like the best ever, given the circumstances. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. No, I do believe it was not a bad Direct. It was the context. It was the situation it arose in. Expectations were very high. We just needed something big. We just needed some really, really big, I don't know. Something real exciting. Maybe when they give us the full reveal of Ocarina of Time, maybe we'll be like, well, you know what? Color me surprised. This is a big deal. But I don't know. Do you think maybe you're underestimating the impact of Ocarina of Time getting a complete Final Fantasy VII Remake style reimagining? To me, that is a huge announcement. You are also not wrong at all. And I'm definitely going to be doing like a whole video on that. And I think that right now, again, it's a shame that the good stuff in this direct is kind of being overshadowed by the whole conversation, because you are completely right. And I think over time, especially as they do like reveal more, that is a big deal. You're right. As I have said over and over and over again, I was doubtful of this remake just because Nintendo's never done anything like this before. And even based on this teaser, even if it didn't really give us anything, we can see that it's a real remake. You know, it didn't open with and it's like the same cutscene of Navi. It's suggesting that this really is a full reimagining. You're right, that is a big deal. It is a really, really big deal. And that's why it would have been so much better if they just gave us the darn full reveal, so we could be focused on that. It's like they pulled their punches. It's almost like they were trying to make us just focus on the lack, you know? They just kept lacking. That is big, though. I will be talking about that soon. That is a very big deal. That would set a huge precedent. Something very new for Nintendo. Paul, what's up? You lovely. You lovely. Even if you think this year is a good year for Switch 2 games, I do. Lame Direct IMO, ending with a Splat trailer that is just a summary of the one from 2 months ago, followed up with a CGI-only teaser. Sucks. Yeah. Yeah. I guess at this point I'm running out of things to say. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I get you. I can see being disappointment. Being disappointed. I see it. I agree with the logic you just shared. I'm actually less worried because they are showing less far future titles. Yeah. If they were giving us these big reveals for like a year or two in the future, and somehow they were still disappointing, like at least Ocarina of Time is coming this year. They confirmed that. If not, if they said, if that was like 2027, that would have been like, what is going on? So they're playing with the cards close to the chest, the vest. They're keeping secrets. They got a lot of secrets. Cannot deny. Whoa, that's some cool stuff I've not seen in that game. That's neat. I gotta play that game. I should play Metroid. Great direct for Splatoon Raiders. Direct, lore, comics, special Splatfest and Splat 3 updates, Golden Big Run, Raiders, Splash Tags, and Summer Nights in August. It seems there's a lot more Splatoon stuff going on than I know about. Where am I? Lost my spot again. Let me know if those jokes wear thin. I mean, I don't know. It's funny. It's not going to happen, but it's funny. Third-party support is fantastic, but first-party still waiting on the real heavy hitters. Yeah. How much do I have to pay right now for you to make more spicy take salads? The same amount as Xenoblade. 10,000. And or resort stay. I'm going to say a 2-week minimum resort stay. We may bring him back. Kane's always poking me about it. Kane loved doing those, and he thinks we should do more. It's just hard asking for spicy takes when like every take is spicy, you know, when like everybody is just like upset with Nintendo. Like, honestly, if I did a spicy take salad for this direct, it would have to be all positive takes. It would have to be like, I don't know, it was good. I don't know. I should do more like about specific series, because that's something that's always on the table. I did like a Zelda themed one. I could do one for like it's one of those things I'm sure will happen again. I haven't been super interested in a couple of years, but like it'll probably happen again. Ocarina of Time would have been that big game if they showed off more. Yeah, they really had the potential. Really had the potential to turn things around. Switch 1 first year is weird for being too good. Name another console first year that good. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Yeah, and yeah, it's like I was saying. Like, Switch 1 first year set the bar so high that now it's like, it's kind of not even fair. I feel disappointed in the output for the first year or two of Switch 2, and yet I have to admit that I'm being kind of unfair. It's true. Like, the third parties are bringing the ports and stuff, and then for first party, we have actually gotten a lot of games. It's just that, like, we expect another Switch 1, which was unusual. You're right. That was weird. Consoles don't get first years that good. But, like, I don't know, man. The first pie you gave us was so big. This second pie, yes, you raised the bar. I was so hyped for Deltarune that I forgot to get excited for first-party stuff, so I accidentally didn't end up disappointed. We got Deltarune. I didn't think we would, but we did. And when's it coming out? In a couple weeks? Yeah, it's coming out in like 2 weeks. So that's cool. It wasn't just ports. It wasn't just third-party ports. That's a real thing. That and like Final Fantasy. Splatoon Raiders actually made its first direct appearance here today. It was revealed on Nintendo Today last year, and so was all the info after. You're right. This is the first time we have seen Splatoon Raiders in an actual direct. Then they gave us a nice treehouse. That was kind of cool. Why do they keep giving remakes the same exact name of the original? What are fans going to call this Ocarina of Time remake? Ocarina 26? I also hate that. Overall, yeah, not just video games, but you're right. It's really hard to differentiate. They need a, like, I think it's bad to, yeah, like HD. I think that's a bad way to name it. But you need something. You can't just call it Ocarina of Time. It is annoying, because then we'll just say the Ocarina of Time remake. Star Fox a remake. You have to put remake in there anyway. But maybe like remake as a title is a little awkward. I'm not even suggesting that they should say remake. So I don't even know what the answer actually is. You have to have like a fancy word for each one. Ocarina of Time re-legended. The Squeakquel. Kingdom Hearts 4 makes it the best direct. That's a fair opinion. That's completely fair. That was a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. That's a big deal. It's not Nintendo, but it's a big deal. Yeah, it was just a CGI trailer, but just the acknowledgement that Ocarina of Time is being remade from the ground up was more satisfying than any gameplay trailer that I've seen in the last 2 years. Also a fair opinion. Again, the fact that we know it's happening is a big deal. Once the dust settles on this direct, once they start showing us more, I think it's going to be a bigger deal than it feels in this moment. We're kind of distracted right now. But a full-blown AAA remake of Ocarina of Time, that is a big deal. That opens the door for similar remakes for other games, you know? Not that there are, like, that many to pull from. But, you know, some. Guess I have to drink water now. Oh, sorry. My condolences. Everybody drink water. Everybody drink water today. Stay hydrated. What are the chances that they'll do a dedicated Zelda Direct sometime later in the year where they show gameplay of Ocarina of Time plus maybe Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD, maybe? Maybe? I don't know what the deal is. They didn't even bring those to Switch 1. I feel like I've given up hope on Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. I think they're just going to wait till they can remake them, you know? Like maybe they'll just, now they're doing Ocarina, they're like, all right, we're never going to port those games. Let's just wait till we remake them in 10 years. I really thought he was going to announce a Direct. I really thought. They showed us so little, I thought he was going to say, we're going to do a dedicated Direct later. Because that would have helped a lot. If it was like, all right, that was just a tease, but in 2 weeks, you're going to get a full-blown Direct. But he didn't. He just said later. It's possible they will wait until September to show us more, but then that's a very, very tight window between the actual reveal. Because this wasn't a reveal. It was an announcement. It was a teaser, but it wasn't a reveal. So like revealing in September to release in November would be a little weird. So I think there is a fine chance that we'll get, even if they didn't announce one today, I think there's a fine chance we'll get a Direct for it. I just don't know about Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, though. I think that ship has sailed. I've given up a long time ago. I met Jacksepticeye and Leon Kennedy, voice actor, at Summer Game Fest. It was so awesome. Oh, cool. That's right. You went. You met Jacksepticeye and Leon Kennedy guy. I don't know his name, but that's awesome. Were you like, say the line. Say it. And he's like, which line? Come on. Say the line. And he's like going through all these lines. He's like, is it this one? Is it that? Is it that? After a while, where's everybody going? Bingo? Yay! You said it. That's awesome. Sounds like you had a good time. That's really cool. As the yin to the yang, you can pay me 10,000 to play Pikmin 4. I seem to accidentally skip the even numbers on that and Metroid Prime. The retelling of Zelda sounds like a sub-series. Ocarina of Time retold. Yeah, you give me $10,000 to play Torna, and I'll give you $10,000 to play Pikmin 4. Wait a minute, that's me getting the short end of the stick. Actually, no, Pikmin 4 is actually kind of long. You'd probably put in more hours than me if you did, like, all the content. Onimusha coming to Switch 2 is pretty cool. I can't remember if that had been revealed yet, but looks pretty solid. Look like a good game. It's not a reimagining. That's not how Nintendo does remakes. It's called just Ocarina of Time, like Link's Awakening Remake. Like Kiwi Talk said, it's probably very faithful. You're right, that we can't start making assumptions. You're very right. I think it won't be, yeah, it's not going to be like a complete reimagining. I don't know. I feel like it needs to feel like more than a reskin. And if you're going to rebuild it from the ground up, you've got to take some liberties, you know? And like, I don't know if that little story introduction, I don't know if that's going to be in the game or if that was just for the trailer. But if it was for the game, then that would suggest that's a new piece of content. You know, that's the kind of stuff I'm imagining. It's just kind of like just taking some liberties. It doesn't need to be one-to-one, every piece of dialogue, every single, you know what I mean? Like just like do some new stuff. I don't want it to be one-to-one. I just don't need that. I want to see them make some changes. Nothing crazy. It shouldn't be crazy, but like something. My feeling with remakes is always like, I don't know. I think some games are probably good to just kind of do more or less one-to-one just with better graphics. But I think a lot of times I feel like if you're going to remake it from the ground up, like it's one thing if you're just redoing the assets, like an asset remake, you know, it feels like a remake, but it's actually just a remaster, but it looks so good that it's like a remake. But you're really just replacing the assets. Like, yeah, keep it faithful. But if you are reprogramming the game from the ground up, every 1 and 0 is brand new. I feel like the philosophy there, the angle should be, if you were to make the same game today, how would you do it? If you were to take the same ideas, take the same mechanics, take the same story, how would you tell this story again? That's the way I see it. And that's why I was disappointed with Link's Awakening Remake. Because, like, I guess to a degree being faithful makes sense. But, like, I have the original game. I think it would be better to take the idea and the story and be like, okay, like, you told a great story on a very small system. It was very, very limited. And that made for a great experience. Sometimes it's good to be limited, but now you have such a rare opportunity to take the same idea, the same story. And I don't just mean the literal story. I just mean the whole thing is a story you're telling. The whole experience. And tell it again. If you never made Link's Awakening, but now you got this idea. What if Link was on an island? What if there was a big egg on a mountain? If you got that idea today, how would you tell that story? That's what I like that idea. Like, Samus Returns, I think is a really good example of that. All of the core elements of Metroid 2 were there. The basic layout of the map, the basic ideas. All of the important stuff was there. But they took the idea and said, how would we tell this story if we made it brand new today? And that's what they did. That's what I want Ocarina. This will all be in the video. Just clip that. That'll be the video. That's what I want Ocarina of Time Remake to be. I don't want it to be completely faithful. I don't want it to ditch anything that makes it Ocarina of Time, but I want it to be new. You know what I'm saying? That's my spiel. Now I got more things to read. But I don't know. That's just me. That's my hot take. That's my spicy take. Lost my spot. Where am I? Let's see. Love your content, Arlo. Been here since 2018. You've been here a long time. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you. That's a long time. This direct was a solid 9 out of 10 for me, but your crash out after the Zelda reveal might have made it a 9.5 out of 10. Never change, Arlo. Yeah, like, overall, you know, I don't want to be like too upset with the direct, but that moment right there, that made me a little mad. Like, come on. Just come on. Can't do that to us. I'm glad you enjoyed the direct, though. That's really good. That's really good to hear. 9 out of 10. That's good. Fire Emblem, the next $80 physical game, lol. 70 digital. Getting the collector's edition. That's not true. That's definitely not true, right? You're kidding? You're joking? I'm scared. Now I gotta look it up. It's definitely not true. Don't scare me. Fortune's Weave is 70 on the eShop. Does that mean the physical will be 80? What? Officially priced at 80? What? Why? Okay, I think we may not be 100% sure yet, but what the heck? Why? Why is Fire Emblem the next $80 game? Out of all games, why Fire Emblem? Okay. Okay. Switch Sports Resort's only 50. Pocopia DLC expansion pass is 35. Okay. At least at this time, it looks like Fire Emblem is the next $80 game. Started with Mario Kart, which made sense because it's Mario Kart. They wanted to future-proof the price. But what? Fire Emblem? Engage did not sell well. It did really poorly. Yeah, 3 houses sold okay, but like, you're gonna kill this game. You're gonna kill it. What the heck? That's absurd. What on earth? 80 was only justified with Mario Kart because it was Mario Kart. Fire Emblem is good, but it's still pretty niche, all things considered. It is still niche. Fire Emblem games selling really well means a couple million. Okay, that is wild. I got a lot of videos to make. I gotta... Oh, hey, Lonely Goomba, what's up, man? I figured 80 was to make the bundle seem better. I don't know, man. That's wild. No, but see, like, the digital physical split was supposed to be, like, 70 physical, 60 digital. That's absurd. Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna go back to reading chat. I don't want the chat summary. I can't even exit out. It just, like, pops up and covers everything. It's so annoying. Bad AI. It seems there was a lot of content the devs wanted to include in Ocarina of Time, and I think the game is a great base to build on. I'm very excited. Yeah, I don't know. The problem with Nintendo is when they redo their games, they don't... I don't know. I guess Xenoblade is kind of the one time they were like, let's do some of that stuff we didn't get to do before. But they don't usually. I think, like, once they ship the game, they're kind of like, that's the game, you know? So I don't know if they would add anything to it. Because they've said themselves, they'll take those ideas they didn't use and use those in future Zelda games. So like when they did Wind Waker HD, they were like, no, we're not going to bring in anything that we didn't do because a lot of that stuff got carried over. So going all the way back to Ocarina of Time, yeah, I don't know. It'd be nice if they added new content. I mean, it's already a pretty big adventure. If they put new stuff, that'd be cool. Hold on, wait a minute. Something ain't right. With the Ocarina of Time remake, are we finally going to get the long-awaited sequel to Arlo Sings the Hits of Ocarina of Time? Water Temple sucks. I don't know. We could get a remaster. All new arrangements. Out of all of the videos that people ask about a follow-up to, that is one of them. Not the most popular one, but it is one of them. Maybe. I don't know. I'll just re-release it and put an HD on there. By power of my potential AOSSI, Aussie, Irish Fae, basically the Great Fairies to the Brits, little sprites, ancestry, the deal is struck. We're doing the Xenoblade Pikmin 4 thing. Oh, man. Okay, well, you start with the 10,000. You first. You give me the 10,000 first. And then I promise I'll give it back and play Xenoblade. I'll play Torna. But you first. Checks in the mail. I'm hoping Ocarina of Time does well so we can get more Majora's Mask in 7 years or so. Also, thanks for always being more positive and grounded than most. Well, I am great. So, no. I try. I'd like to be. It's like I said in that recent video. I don't want to be too complaining. I do want to be realistic. Yeah, it'd be cool if Ocarina of Time. It would be fun if that led to Majora's Mask. I don't know about remaking like all the games, but like at least Majora's Mask. Like, yeah, they're the same. The asset reusing thing. No Mother 4. I'm homeless and have no money now. I told you. I told you. I told you. Only put half the life savings on the line. Yep, Fire Emblem. That is the other September game to add to the list. That's a lot of September. Okay, so not only are they pricing the physical version $80, which is more than every other game on the market, but they're releasing it in September against a humongous list of games that are trying to escape GTA, and Fire Emblem is more expensive than all of them. That's a joke, right? That's a joke. That has to be a joke. All of these big AAA games releasing this month, we're going to release our niche little game for $10 more than these massive, super high budget AAA games. These games people spent hundreds of millions of dollars on and are still selling them for less. I got to get off the price thing. I got to wait. I got to wait for the official word. Thousand Year Door had new content in the remake. I mean, I guess kinda. It was just like a little bit of something. I still never even like quite got it. I never got there. It was like a little thing in like Pit of 100 Trials or something. Nothing you could advertise on the box. I don't know. I gotta go soon. My voice is like dead. I've been talking nonstop for like 7 to 8. Yeah, we've been just talking for 2 hours. This has been a lot of fun, but wow, yeah, my voice is gonna die, and I need breakfast, and I need to make a bunch of videos. Yeah. This was fun. Despite everything. Yeah, this DK thing, I keep forgetting this is a thing. This is weird. And it's another limited release, and I do not like that. I don't understand why. Yeah, we thought we left this era behind. We thought Nintendo kind of toyed with the limited release thing. And it said it was like only a few months too, right? Like, not even 3 months? Such a short amount of time. They gave us the time of day. Why? Escape from Ever After? Oh, I do need to do that. You're right. I need to do that. You're right. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. You know what? Yeah, give me 1 sec while I queue it up. Give me 1 sec. I am back. We're going to watch this. We're going to watch. Thank you for reminding me. Check my Blue Sky. What's on my Blue Sky? Hold on. I don't go on Blue Sky. Where's my replies? Where's my mentions? Notifications. Mentions. There it is. It's $10,000. You posted it on Blue Sky and tagged me and just said $10,000. I do believe that in a court of law that will hold up. That does count. That does count as $10,000. Anyway, yes, let's. We're watching the trailer. Viper Breeze. We're watching Escape from Ever After trailer. We're watching the full launch trailer.
Hi there, and welcome to your new job with Ever After Inc. That's right, your fairy tale is under new management. From bedtime fables to epic adventures, storybooks are an untapped market ripe with valuable resources, cheap labor, and profit to be had. That's why Ever After Inc. is expanding from the real world to transform these timeless tales into commercially viable enterprises. Your job here is simple. You'll have your very own office, of course, and we'll be sending you on dangerous business trips across a vast network of storybook worlds. You'll team up with an exceptional team of cross-departmental fairy tale colleagues. Learn to leverage their unique skills and take part in high-risk negotiations. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
The
10
sound
years?
effects are perfect.
20 years. We're a family here at Ever After Inc. Perform well, climb the corporate ladder, and maybe you'll even get promoted. And we won't stop there. Ever After Inc. is expanding into storybooks of all genres. Our shareholders back in the real world have never been happier. By the way, I hear there's a group of rogue employees that are trying to sabotage the company from within. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? We'll circle back to that later. You got the job! Welcome to Ever After Inc. You'll love it here! Because at Ever After Inc., we don't just believe in happy endings, we create them.
That's really fun.
Is real,
That's really fun.
but so is the danger.
I didn't know the I didn't know the whole corporate angle. That is really fun. That is cool. That does look very good. You ain't wrong. That does look good. I do need to get around to playing that one of these days. Yeah, that's really cute. Yeah, I got it. It looks very... Yeah, the sound effects were great. Visuals, yeah, absolutely Thousand Year Door. Looks really good. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for forcing me to watch that. It does look very good. I do need to play it. Live stream where you do the DK challenge. When does it go live again? I know we just saw it, but yeah, that'll be fun. I'd like to stream Star Fox demo, maybe sometime in the next few days. Perhaps. Was this a Mr. Moon? Is that a Tally Hall reference? Mr. Moon? Yeah? Tell us about the sky. Nathan Perry. Hey, Arlo, it's me, Nate. If that's a specific Nate that I know about, then hey, man. If that is a Nate I have not met yet, then hey, man. What's the smallest change you'd have made to this direct that you think would have resulted in the biggest improvement? I mean, I don't know if saying, like, showing more of Ocarina of Time, maybe that wouldn't have been a small change. Maybe that's kind of a big change. That certainly would have helped. Or, like, more Duskbloods would have been great, too. If they gave us a little bit more on Duskbloods, that feels reasonable to me. It feels very reasonable. I don't know. Or maybe, like, I think Pikmin 4 Switch 2 edition wouldn't have saved it for everybody. I don't think it would have changed the discourse. But at least for me personally, that would have made a very big difference. Beyond that, I don't know. I don't like or want a remake of Ocarina of Time. The game will never live up to its OG I'll give exceptions since it's Zelda's 40th, but I hope no more are remade. I don't know, business-wise, I think it makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I gotta wait and see. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know how they'll do it. It will matter. The execution is gonna matter a lot. Really could go either way. Ever After is a game I heavily backed on Kickstarter. Played the prologue, didn't hook me. Played the demo, didn't hook me. Got the full game, fully hooked me, and that I'm glad I got it for PC and Switch. You had me in the first half there. It's on the edge of my seat. Yeah, I wonder why the other... Maybe it's just one of those games takes a bit to get its teeth in you. I don't know. I'm glad it hooked you. Glad it hooked you eventually. It does look good. It looks very good. Looks like another real good Paper Mario-like. Not make Xenoblade 4 feel like an offhand comment. Not make Xenoblade 4 feel like an offhand comment. What's the... My brain is struggling to work. If I'm following a previous thread, I don't quite know what you mean by that. Not make... Yeah, I get it now. You're saying that a change that would have made the direct better. Yeah, it's always weird when they're just like, hey, so we're doing the next game. Just like that moment. Like you want the trailer to like, you want it to be like, oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Oh, is it really? Like just, there's so much more hype there. So it is weird just to be like, we're doing a new Xenoblade. Let that kind of, you know, the excitement just kill like just a little tiny bit of it. Just a little bit. Okay, here it is. It is weird. Yeah, that would have helped. And that might have, you know, I think that's the right answer to make the direct feel a little bit better. Handle the Xenoblade 4 reveal just a little bit differently. Wouldn't have made a huge difference, but it would have been nice. Yeah, where's Mario Maker 3? Like, where's mouse controls? Link was sleeping because he watched the direct. Oh, got him. You got him. Yeah, if I feel like Mario Maker 3 is just going to be Mario Maker again, but with mouse controls. But man, they need 3D Maker. They need it so bad. Just give it 3D World is what I'm thinking. I am going to go get some breakfast. I love you all dearly. This was fun. Despite the weirdness, it was fun. Decent direct IMO. This would have been an excellent partner if they added some more info on games. Nintendo is terrified of GTA is what I got from this. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if they're on their radar. I think the demographics are just too different. It did say June 9th for the DK thing, didn't it? Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I can today, but I really need to stream Star Fox demo, DK thing. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Pokopia. That's available now too. Oh, nuts. I have a lot of stuff to play and stream. I need to let my voice recover. I need to make all these videos. Yeah, I don't know. I really do hope that for the remainder of this week, I have an opportunity to do some streaming and do all that stuff. Even if it's just like one big day. We'll see. You do hear the birds. Yeah, that bird. Man, that bird has been bugging the heck out of me. Don't get me started. Do not get me started on that darn bird. I love the birds in the birdhouse. But this year, brief rant. this year in particular, that Papa Bird in that box just sits there screaming at everybody. Every time I go outside, just goes nuts, tweeting at me, tweeting furiously. I can hear it a little bit. Let's see if he picks up if I go out there. Hold on. Hey, Bird. Hey, man, what's up? Yeah, I see you there. He actually stopped. That's really surprising. Every time I go outside, he just sits there tweeting at me. Maybe it's because I challenged him this time. I looked right at him and was just like, hey. He stopped. Like, he's still sitting there. He's just looking at me. That's really surprising. No, seriously. Just trade. All the time. So annoying. Yeah. You're all lovely. Content coming soon. Lots of videos to make. Lots of them. And I will do it. I will go do that now. Love y'all. Treat yourself well. Drink some water. Goodbye. For now. See you soon.